Cheers to the married man.
Oh, man, I got some beer on my mic. Cheers, man.
Nice.
Thank you.
Congratulations, man.
Thanks, dude. What's up?
What's up? I had a left it all out there on the dance floor.
God, dance my ass off. Shouldn't
Shouldn't have went out there and shown my ass like that.
Hey, man, I saw you out there on the dance floor. You had some pretty good
He
moves.
starts kicking him.
Yeah.
Oh, what a good movie. Fucking love that movie.
Have we ever talked about that on the podcast?
Oh, yeah.
Like 4 or 5
Right.
times at least. What's up, man? What you been up to?
Chilling, really.
And been 2 weeks since we've been on this thing.
Yeah. It feels weird. It feels a little different, you know.
does.
Missing a week always feels. I feel like it's a little off. Like I don't know, not off, but it always feels weird to like not have to do it on a week.
Yeah, right.
You know, it feels
Right.
like something's kind of missing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So it's always good to be back, man.
I'm here without you, baby.
battling a little bit of a sickness here.
Ooh.
You can hear it in my nasally voice.
So you're down with the sickness?
No, I think I'm up now.
You're up with the
I'm
sickness?
up with the sickness
Okay.
now, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm up from the sickness. I was
Okay,
down with the
okay.
sickness, now I'm up from the sickness, yeah.
Yeah. Is it better to be down with the sickness or up with the sickness?
Probably down.
Probably
Down
down.
just seems bad.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem
We had a
good.
mosh pit at your wedding. That was fun.
That's a fucking Limp Biscuit.
Yeah. Right now, I'm
Jonesing-
dangerous.
Jonesing for your fix for that Limp Biscuit, man.
Oh, always. Always, dude. I'm always.
Throw your hands up.
I like it. Dude, it was fun.
It was a good
It was
time.
fun, yeah.
Yeah, the weather was fucking perfect, man. I couldn't be more thankful for that.
It really
was
was.
awesome.
Yeah. Not too hot. A lot of the trees really helped
Dude,
you
it
know,
was
the
perfect.
shade.
I mean, it was like
yeah.
80 degrees. We set up that Saturday.
I think it would have sucked if the sun was beaming on us, but
Oh, yeah, it would've been
all those trees right there really kind of saved
And
it.
then as the night got
It just cooled off.
older,
Oh, okay.
as the night
The
was
night
no
got
longer,
older?
as the night was
Yeah.
no longer young.
Yeah. White-haired night?
Yeah, white-haired night. The sun came out.
I like it.
Little Ron White action. A white-haired night.
Ooh.
That's what it seems like, don't it?
Yeah, Ron White, dude. He's one of my favorites. He's probably my top 10 favorite.
Call me tater salad.
And like the Brew Collar comedy
The
tour.
Brew Collar Comedy Tour, is that what you just said?
Yeah.
That's what
the
we
Brew
need.
Collar comedy. That is what we need. I
Me,
did call
you.
it. I can't call it Blue Collar anymore. It doesn't exist.
No,
And
John Michael, Chris
Oh,
Harris.
gotta
would
get
be
Chris
good on
Harris.
there.
Chris
Gotta
Harris,
get
yeah.
on there. Chris Harris. Talk about leaving it all on the dance floor. Dude left the wedding. He was covered in sweat.
And then we throw on Missy Elliott. What was it? Was it
the
Work?
misdemeanor.
Yeah, Misdemeanor, yeah. Because Misdemeanor said so. Yeah. We threw that. That song came I requested.
Music make you lose control.
Let's go. You know? And like, I requested that shit. And as Chris is walking out, I completely forgot it. We're like, it's like 5 songs that,
Right.
you know, from when I requested it. And I'm like, oh shit. And as he's walking out, I go, Chris. And him and Jenny both turn around and just start running through the dance.
God, it's so
It's
good.
like, let's go.
Yeah, Chris found him a good one, man. Jenny,
He
him
did.
and Jenny
Jenny's
seem
cool
like
as
a
hell,
good
man.
match,
Shout out to
dude.
them too.
Dude, shout out to DJ Nick Unplugged.
Yeah, he did
They
a great
fucking
job.
killed it,
Did a
man.
great
He
job.
really
Started
killed
videoing when he saw all those white people on the dance floor
Doing a
moshing.
mosh
it.
pit.
Yeah, he was
the
like, what the
Limp
fuck is this?
Biscuit. At a wedding.
This is a wild. This is a white people
Especially
shit.
after where we came from. All the trash rap.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. But you gotta have music like that at the dance. You know, you gotta be able to shake your
yeah,
ass a
for
little
sure.
bit.
Shake your ass,
Yeah,
man. That's what it was.
Yell at Chris. I was like, "You want to go get nasty out there?" He's like, "Let's do it."
Yeah, Chris left. I wasn't even mad. He left.
Yeah.
And he was just covered in sweat.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Did you
oh,
see it
yeah.
when me and Chris was on the dance floor?
Hearing this. Which time?
Well, when it was just us.
Oh, no.
Oh, you missed it, man. We had a fucking blast, man.
Nice.
Shout out to him. It was somebody on there. I was like, dude, we're going out there. Like, there's
Yeah.
not gonna be nobody on the dance floor.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, I forgot what song was playing, but it was funny.
It was a good time.
It was a lot
It
of
was a really good
funny,
time.
man.
And
Yeah.
I had fun. Glad everybody can make it out there.
Yeah.
Somebody got everybody sick. I don't know who it was.
Somebody did.
Everybody fucking sick.
Everybody's
Gabby's
sick, dude. Heather's sick.
I'm sick.
Yeah.
Which I'm up with it. I'm up with the sick, up from the sickness.
You are up from the sickness. Yeah. Heather like really hit her like a couple days ago, like a day
Yeah.
ago, and it's kind of like she's in the middle of the sickness right now.
Speaking of a sickness, I met a guy that had a real big foot fetish the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
Where you at with feet?
It's okay. They don't gross me out.
If you see like some pretty feet, do you
it's
like?
not gonna make my dick hard, no.
Does it like? Do you go? Oh, that's a nice feet.
I suppose.
Okay, so I guess that's further along than like just not noticing it at all.
Not like I'm a weirdo.
Somewhere. I guess I might be.
Yeah. Closer to foot fetish than not.
No.
Okay.
Like if you're at a 2 out of 10, I'm probably at like a 3.
Oh,
4.
Okay, I'm probably higher. I'm probably a 3 then. I'm probably a
Yeah.
3. I don't think I'm a 2. I think if I saw some feet, I'm like, okay, those are nice feet.
Yeah. Like some really like
I can-
well manicured feet, I can
Sure,
appreciate. You know,
okay,
it looks
yeah.
good. You know, has like a gloss
I don't
paint,
know
with,
that
like
I
the white
wanna-
tips.
I don't know that I want to fuck someone's feet.
Yeah, I've never done that.
I wouldn't stop somebody from doing
If that
though.
was like
their thing.
if that was their thing, I'd
Sure.
go for it.
I'd entertain you.
Yeah, it's
I'd
not a
entertain
deal
your
breaker
feet.
for me,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, yeah, I'm not. Yeah,
Yeah. Now if they're like, let's fuck you in the ass, I'm like, nah, it's not really my thing.
I guess
know?
I'll try it. No,
I guess I'll try it. No. Yeah, that's like a no. I'm you know,
I'm gonna pass on
I'm
that.
gonna have to pass on that. You
Yeah.
know, that's kind of out of bounds for me.
What about sucking the feet, the toes?
I'm good on that.
What if that's their thing though? They're clean. They're nice feet. Nice feet. Just got out the shower.
I might suck the toes.
Never
done it. Never sucked the toe. Never
Not
sucked
like
the toe.
not like sexually.
I've never sucked a toe.
Like,
Anyway,
like the foot might be hanging off the side of the bed. And I'm about yeah, like fucking nibble. Like,
just like grab her whole leg.
it's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Like for comedy.
Okay, I might have to do that. I might have to do
It's
that.
funny as shit.
Yeah, that might be the first time I suck a toe then.
Not suck a toe, maybe
but
like
I got you. You
like
know
put
what
the
I'm saying.
canine tooth on
Yeah,
the toenail.
Yeah, I
eat
got
the
you.
Snickers.
Yeah, like it's a turkey leg at like Griswold's house.
Yeah,
or something.
Dude, it's Christmas time now. We got the Christmas tree.
It's Christmas time in the city.
We got the Christmas tree.
Y'all
up there.
do?
Yeah, we put it up 2
We
days
don't
ago.
have like a legit Christmas tree,
We went
but
and bought
we're
one.
gonna get a nice one this year.
Dude, Home Depot's got some good deals. Shout
Really?
out Home Depot.
Nice.
Not a sponsor.
Nice. Could be.
Could be. That would be cool as fuck.
Could be. It would be very cool.
Would open up the basic rock riff.
You're close. I don't think it goes like that, but it's close. And I can't find it though.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, it's
That's
close
the best I
enough.
can do.
It's close enough. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough of a plug
Yeah,
for
right.
Home Depot.
Yeah. Do you need a Christmas tree?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, the foot fetish.
Yeah.
Somehow I don't know how we found out. Well, it was like this dude's 52, and
People gonna always tell you how they feel sometimes without it, like them
well,
knowing.
he's funny. He was
Sometimes
talking
people kind of like overload. Sometimes
We're
Overdone.
talking about yeah, for sure. We're talking about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce somehow came up.
It's kind of the thing now.
And the guy goes, yeah, he's like, I'm not really a fan of Taylor Swift. He said, but I'll tell you what. And then he changed the subject. And I was like, nah, I want you to tell me what. I want to know what you were going to say there. And this dude's 52 years old.
Oh, and he went to the feet.
No, he went. We got there later.
Okay.
And he's talking about. He's like, yeah. He's like, well, I was hitting that thing from the back eye, and fucking. He's like talking about sticking his thumb in her ass. And I was like, damn. I was like, he opened up quick.
Podcast.
He opened up quick. I was like, oh. And we was laughing so hard. This dude's 52 years old talking about this shit to a bunch of 20 and 30
Oh
years.
wow,
It was fun. Yeah, it was a good
wow.
time.
Old school guy talking about putting a thumb in an ass.
So we keep going, and somehow he gets talking about their feet, and he's like real fucking on the
Dude's
feet.
probably into some kinky shit, dude.
Yeah,
If that's what he's willing to share with you,
yeah, for sure.
he might like some pretty odd shit.
Good for him.
What do you think that he'd like if he
I don't
was to
know.
guess?
It's like some BDSM shit.
Yeah, like
They definitely tie people up.
maybe get tied up.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
How you feel about getting tied up?
I've done it, but
okay.
it's not like
I'm a handsy guy.
Yeah, me too.
I'm a handsy person.
Yeah,
so
me
I
too.
wanna
I don't
get tied up.
really care for it. Yeah, I'm handsy too.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never.
I'm a controlling person. I think that's what it
Yeah,
really boils down to.
yeah,
I
me
like being in
too.
control. So if I'm
Yeah.
not, I feel like that takes
away from my
yeah,
experience,
it makes
and
you
I don't.
less uncomfortable.
So naturally, I don't tend to go for that.
Yeah, it'd be a little
Yeah.
uncomfortable
Yeah,
being tied up.
yeah. I don't.
handcuffed.
Yeah, I don't know if. Yeah, it's definitely gonna not feel the most comfortable because, like you said, you're handsy. So
And I'm controlling.
and controlling. Yeah. So,
It's not too bad.
but for me, yeah. But for me, I don't know if I've. But it's been a long time. I guess I've been a while since I've been like
Right.
tied up. That's like a
Yeah.
young man's game. I
I
feel
feel
like.
it is. Yeah.
I mean, I guess unless you're like into that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I guess
so.
what I'm trying to say is like it's not. I'm
Not
neutral.
it's not a regular thing.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah, okay.
neutral with that.
Okay.
You know.
But yeah, he's talking about. Then we got on. I forget how we got on feet, but then every day it was a joke about how this dude loved feet.
Oh, because it's the new hotness.
Oh, it's so
yeah.
funny.
I love it when
And
something
especially
because
because it's in front of like in our class where
Yeah.
you're not supposed to say shit like that in the class, like in front of the teacher.
yeah.
And we had the door shut one day, and we was talking about someone was talking about Taylor Swift, and our teacher asked if the guy thought Taylor Swift was hot, and then one of our buddies yells, "Yeah, she got feet, don't she?" And whenever I tell you, my fucking teacher about loved it. Dude's like in his 40s, and he's laughing so hard he's trying to change his face back. He's like, "Fucking stop!
Yeah,
laughing.
stop.
You're not supposed to laugh at this."
Yeah.
This shit's so funny, dude.
Dude, I'm so happy to have these mics. These mics are so much
Yeah,
better,
the stand
man.
is great. I like it.
Yeah. Yes, that's hilarious. Dude.
That was the same guy I was telling you about that we brought up cryptocurrency somehow.
Oh
He
yeah,
went,
yeah, I remember
like,
that.
Off
Yeah.
on some cryptocurrency shit, man.
This guy seems like an interesting dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I would He left a comment on one of our live shows.
I bet. Oh, nice.
Yeah, he did.
Shout out to
Kevin.
Kevin.
Shout
Shout
out
out to Kevin. Yeah. Shout out to Kevin.
Foot fetishes.
Yeah. I hope you get to
I
fuck
thought
someone's
the
feet,
guy.
man. I really do.
Yeah, for sure, man.
I hope you get to fuck someone's feet, man.
I told them. Well, they asked about the podcast. We were talking about the podcast. Of course, I had to bring it up. Shameless plug it at school.
Always.
And there was like, yeah, you got to make your next episode about foot fetishes. So here we are.
Oh, nice. I like this. This is good.
I
Yeah.
had to bring it up.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
never.
it's kind of gross.
It's kind of gross to you.
Yeah.
But okay, like if you was gonna do something like that, I feel like it's like late night. She just got out of the shower. She's clean.
Okay.
You don't come in after like running errands and shit.
Maybe you do.
I mean, maybe you do. There's some dude might like it more like
sweaty.
He might like it sweaty.
Sweaty little funk.
Little funk.
45.
Oh God, somebody's into it.
What's that song?
Funk. I can't want to go funk 45.
That's
different though.
I'm talking about James
Gang.
Gang. I thought that was you farting. I'm not gonna lie.
Did you really?
I thought it was like, holy shit. I about took my ear off. I was like,
local motorcycle.
I was like, he's not making a fucking
going
face.
down the road.
Wow, dude, that sounded like a really wet fart.
Oh man,
I was impressed.
It could have been. It would have been better if it was.
It would have been. I would have been like, take the mic off.
You would be like,
you're a fucking hybrid on her.
Yeah. Oh man, we were opening up fast. It's been 2 weeks, man. We got a lot of energy.
Man. I don't know about the foot fetish thing. They come home and they stanky.
Yeah, it's not then for me. That might be deeper in the foot fetish game though.
That's
like
deep.
I think you start out like she's just got a shower, or he, whatever you into, just got a shower.
Oh,
comes out.
You think are there any women that have foot fetishes? You think that's a thing? Like, I mean, obviously it's a thing, but like, do you think it's common?
Not as common as men.
Ugh, a woman with a foot fetish.
Yeah.
I don't think you want my feet, baby.
Nah.
They're bad.
You got the corns.
I got the calluses.
Mine for someone who walks a lot. Mine are pretty decent.
Mine are calloused up. It's from fucking friction and like fakes and using feints.
The feint.
The footwork, baby.
Oh man. Yeah, the foot fetish thing. Never. I don't think it's weird though.
I think it's a little weird.
It's a little odd. I think it's borderline in like. Okay, what's weirder? What's weirder, eating ass or fucking feet?
Probably fucking feet.
You think so? I mean, like right now, more popular. Eating ass is more popular, but like
I don't know if it's that much more popular.
You don't think so?
I mean, I feel like it's pretty close.
Really?
Yeah.
You think fucking feet has?
You got to think women have been wearing high heels since the dawn of time.
Yeah, but I think that's more of like so they can get up and like show their ass kind of thing.
Well, I think it's definitely a
it's
a leg, calf, foot thing though too.
Definitely, but it's an ass thing too.
A height thing too.
I think the heels are kind of pro feet and pro ass.
Maybe it's more calf than anything. I can appreciate a woman with some good calves.
I can too. Yeah,
nice
legs.
Like
nice legs in general.
It goes hand in hand with the nice leg thing
for sure.
Who was it that I think it was Napoleon that sent a letter to his wife when he was coming back from the war, and it said, "I'll be home in 3 days. Don't wash."
Oh, you want that smell? Oh, you want that smell? That deep smell?
Them motherfuckers eating ass. Ain't no way he wasn't eating ass.
I don't know.
It's right there.
It is right there. It is right there. But there was a lot of like you didn't really like back then. Like you didn't really know. Like that was kind of
if they were even fucking eating pussy. Then they might not have been.
They had to be because I think you might can look this up. I'm pretty sure there's like a lot of like engravings that they found in caves.
Dudes eating pussy.
Of like not only that, but like a lot of like threesome shit and like like dudes, like all kind of shit. Yeah, like animals too. I'm pretty sure.
Oh wow, bestiality.
Yeah, I think that I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure there are some like people have found like sketchings and shit.
That's interesting.
In the caves of like, what do you like on pots and shit, like pottery and stuff. Like, what the fuck were you guys into?
Damn, the hipster girls making pottery back.
Yeah.
Threesomes.
The hippies. The hippies.
He was eating the fucking forbidden mushrooms out in the forest.
Oh, you know what he was
getting fucked up. Someone would die.
Oh man,
it's poisonous mushrooms.
Yeah, so like that's what I'm trying to say is like, I'm sure like I don't know like what was the perception on like sickness back then, because that seems like it's related. That could be related to sickness. Like, because you're kind of shitting stuff out, you know? I wonder if they thought of it like...
You mean like eating ass is a sickness? Like wanting to?
Or you could possibly get a sickness. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of like...
lack of cleanliness.
Right. And there wasn't a whole lot of knowledge back then, but...
I mean, people were dying of dysentery.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And you were eating their ass?
Yeah, I'm sure it was done, But I don't.
If you tell that bitch not to wash for 3 days though,
But that's also goes against what I'm saying. Yeah. So I don't know.
That's some funky shit. Damn, that's
Napoleon, man.
I think it was Napoleon.
I can see. Okay, that's interesting.
Napoleon was a short king too.
I heard he wasn't like. Who said he wasn't that short? Someone said he was like 5'11" or something.
That's short as fuck.
But like back then, I don't think it was that short.
That's a fucking beast of a man.
Yeah, you want to know any guy who says he's 6 foot is 5'11"?
No, he was 5'6".
He was 5'6".
Yeah, that's a short
okay.
king.
I thought it was gonna be. I kind of thought it was shorter than that though, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to make some shit up.
Maybe. Yeah, Napoleon Bonaparte once wrote a letter to his wife Josephine while he was campaigning. Please don't wash. Will arrive in 3 days.
Do you think that was popular back then? Like
Some stank ass pussy.
some stink ass pussy was like aroused people back then? Because
I think it arouses people now.
oh
People
man,
some nasty
there's some
nasty
people.
motherfuckers.
There's that like jailmate shit, or where people order like used panties so they can
Oh.
smell them.
Bathwater.
Yeah,
I've heard that.
it's probably some dude just fucking running in the fucking heat, just making
Someone's
$50 a fucking panty, and
Dude,
dude's like,
hell yeah, I sweat like hell.
I'm here for it.
I
Do
bet I
it,
could
dude.
I should start doing it.
You should start. I guarantee you can get on some shit like
I have
that.
at least some shit stains in that motherfucker. I'd be farting when I
You
run.
want some treats? You gonna leave with some treats?
Yeah, some colors.
Man, we are opening up. This is raw, straight. We just hitting them right in the face.
Damn, dude! Shout out to the boys from school. I know they're gonna be like, "Yup, that is him."
Damn, yeah, we hit him in the face.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Foot fetish ain't. It's
I don't think
right
it's
on
that- I
that
don't think
line.
it's that
Okay, I feel like that's a good comp though. Eating ass
So we
and
had
foot
this.
fetish.
We had this argument between me, Jeremiah, Noah, and Jacob one time. Shout out to those guys.
Okay, don't tell me which one said what. Just tell me what the
Oh,
argument
not that.
was.
The argument was feet. What's just worse, fucking someone's foot or fucking someone's armpit?
I'm going to. What's worse?
What's nastier?
Feet's nastier.
But what's like more reasonable? Like the fucking
Feet's
foot
reasonable.
or an armpit?
Armpit is. I don't know.
The argument
Like
was,
at least the
but,
feet can like make a vagina shape.
But so could the armpit. You can fucking. You ever heard
That's
someone
true. You
fart
could
with
even
their
put some
armpit?
pressure on that shit. You like,
Yeah, like you got them in a headlock.
Yeah.
Like dick in a headlock, and it's right next to the titty.
okay. You going in from the front or from the back though?
Oh,
With
that's
the
a good
armpit.
question. Probably the front. Such a good question. But then again, that little back fat though. You know, like the rear delt
Yeah.
and the fucking lat pinch.
Yeah.
Some
I feel like you could do some work from the back. Like from the front, it's like there's like kind of like
obstacles.
some obstacles.
Like
Yeah.
the nose. And
Yeah.
The tip.
Plus it's the front, so you have more to like kind of distract you. I guess I don't know.
True. You get distracted easily. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. That's true.
We were saying a lot of things.
Wow.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think,
armpit or feet? What's weirder?
I think the armpit's weirder. It's just not common. That's why I say that.
Yeah, I think that's why.
But Jeremiah made a
said
good
it.
point. He's
What'd
he's
he
talking
say?
about how gross feet to fuck a person's foot. He
That's-
thinks feet fetishes are disgusting.
He's got a good point.
I'm not saying
not
he's
here-
wrong.
yeah.
I'm not saying he's wrong. It's pretty gross.
Yeah. Say you mop the floor though, and you just had a shower
Okay. Or
Like
say,
she said,
say
she's
she's
clean.
in the bathtub, just cleaned them.
in the bathtub with
Just
her own
clean the
filth.
feet. No, she's like took a shower and then got in the bathtub.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
we're like clean as fuck.
Yeah.
It couldn't be cleaner.
Then there's no difference. There's no difference.
Yeah. It's just skin.
It's just skin. But
Ugh,
I
that's
guess it
gross.
just depends on what you're into.
Leave a comment section.
Let us
Leave a
know.
comment in the
Let
comment
us know if
section
you have
feet
a
or
foot
armpits.
fetish.
Yeah. Oh, foot fetishes.
There's gonna be no one's gonna. It's me.
Oh, I bet
I
you.
have the foot
I bet you
fetish.
that guy will comment.
I
hope he does.
I really hope he
Yeah,
does.
shout
Please
out,
do.
Kevin.
Please
Shout
do.
out. Hope you get to fuck someone's feet.
Hope you get a fuck someone's feet this weekend, man. Shout out to you.
Be a good weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of gross for sure. It's gross. It's not for me. I'm pretty standard.
I'm pretty. I'm pretty standard.
Very very caring.
Yeah. I'm willing to branch out, but
I'm a cherisher. You know.
yeah. Yeah. I
Not
mean,
the- make sure the head don't hit the headrest. You know? Very
yeah.
gentle.
It's very intimate. You gotta
Yeah.
put that you put that Lionel Richie on or some
Slow
shit.
jam.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's you.
there you go.
Some little John
That's
Mayers in the
That's right,
background.
yeah, that's right.
You know. What's the lyric fuck. Something about the sheets.
Lady in a sheet, but a freak in the bed.
That's it.
That's not
Nah,
it.
that's not it, but that works.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I don't know. Yeah. John Mayer, dude, I haven't listened to him in forever.
Really? I haven't either.
Yeah.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
I thought about bringing one of his albums, Room for Squares. Almost brought that today, put on here, but instead I brought Blue Slide Park, baby. 2011.
Nice. Shout out, dude. When you brought it in, I was like, dang, I haven't listened to that in a long time.
Yeah, you guessed the album. You guessed the year right off the bat.
I said 2011.
Yeah.
I said it could be 10, could be
Yeah,
9,
you
because
said
he does reference
and
it
I
ain't
said I thought it was
2009 no
2009.
more. So I was like, you know what, maybe it might be 9, but
Yeah, 2009 was before he ever put out an album. So I'm
right. So
assuming
he's
that's
just
what he's referring
yeah,
to.
it's like the come
better
up,
time.
the better time,
The better
when
time
it,
before he wasn't making any
when it was
music.
just simple.
Yeah, he was just rapping on the school bus.
Yeah,
Sad. You seen those videos?
nah, that's sad, man.
Yeah, it's really sad. Like how you can see the transition from his happiness to what he does now.
You know, it just seems like you know, I was telling you, I was like, that kind of reminds me of like Amy Winehouse, you know?
Yeah.
Just like raw talent, dude.
You know what I'll tell you it reminds me of? I
What?
know our viewers are tired of this, but The Bear.
There's something to that.
So me and Gabby watched episode 1 of season 2, and
I love that you're in it.
the Bear's character is arguing. Berzatto, Carmen Berzatto is arguing with Richie,
Yeah.
cousin, and he's like, "Yeah, and I know you love this shit and all this, and it's super fun for you and all that." And he's like on his fucking monologue, and dude's such a good fucking actor.
All of them are pretty-
Richie's such a
Richie's
fucking
good.
He's one of my
Yeah.
favorite characters right now.
Yeah, Richie's
But
good.
Jeremy Allen White's character, he looks at me and goes, "Yeah, I might love this shit, but this is not fun for me." Like he's like so dialed in on being perfect that it's not fun anymore. It's a job, it's his career, but it's nothing but
The closest, and this is, you know, I guess the closest I've ever been to that is like, as weird as it is playing Madden. It's where like,
see
this is a video game. I'm supposed to be enjoying this.
like fantasy football. It's like that for me too.
Yeah, I'm like that in fantasy too. Losing in fantasy is
It hurts way more.
it
than
hurts
winning.
way more than winning, but maybe it's just me across the board.
Yeah, competitive.
Some things I don't care about. I really
Yeah.
don't like if I play in ping pong and you're just better than me. I don't care.
Oh, I care.
Good for you. You know,
I care.
you take pride in it. I guess. I really
Well,
not ping pong, but
no, I think if you're a casual at ping pong and you're better than me, I take pride in it. But if like you're a ping pong player, I'm not gonna be upset
okay.
because I'm a casual ping pong player and I'm pretty fucking good to be a casual ping pong player.
Shout out Nutswinger. I to this day I think that he might be the best ping pong player that I know.
I'll whip his ass.
He you know, went down to Ocean Lakes, won a tournament down there.
Oh, solid.
Yeah, you know.
Solid.
Apparently there was I might have brought this up. I know I told you off podcast at least.
Yeah.
About him playing the Prodigy kid with he opens up like the case. He's got the paddle,
Oh wow.
and Justin's like, I'm really
Fuck.
going to have to do this to this kid. So, you know,
Yeah, right.
and spanks him, and then he's like,
He spanks him with the paddle.
yeah, just
That
pow.
seems inappropriate.
That shit's inappropriate. Yeah, just spanks him and score and just wins the tournament and is like, no. That's how it was when I played
Bitch.
crew in Madden.
Oh yeah.
I was like, dude, this kid in like 5 years is gonna smash everybody. And probably right now smashes
Gonna
everybody in
smash
Madden.
everybody.
And just
Fuck
the
that guy.
stick work, you know when you see it.
Yeah.
You know when you
Oh,
see
yeah.
it.
But yeah, that perfectionist man. That's
Yeah.
that's what Mac Miller seems like because he was having so much fun. You could see it like the joy in his eyes
Yeah.
when he's rapping on the school bus, and you could hear it in the album Kids, 2010 album, and even Blue Slide Park. How he's having so much fun. It's like just some motherfucking kids. Like he's having
Yeah.
so much fun.
It was all about the party.
and then it transitions into fucking his job.
Yeah, and then it goes to his depression.
And yeah, and it's fucking and he like in one of his lines, it's like I hope the fentanyl don't take me before whatever. And he's like, but I'm hoping to join the 27 club. Like he knew, motherfucker knew.
Was he 27 when he passed away?
28?
28.
Barely missed it.
Yeah.
Bummer. Sad as fuck.
Yeah, it
Like,
really
you see that,
is.
but you see that with those guys, like in those shows like Queens Gambit or Whiplash. We don't have the displayed up right now.
Now do you see why I compared the Bear to
Yeah.
Queens
Oh
Gambit?
yeah, as soon as I saw the first episode, I was like, oh yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. I was comparing that to someone the other day,
They didn't get it.
and I kind of got a little pushback on it.
Yeah, this was just
And I was
wrong.
like, I
They
think
don't get it.
I think it was that because I was like, I might have been two different shows, but I know I've compared it to, and someone gave me pushback, and I was like, yeah, they are two different shows, but it's kind of a very similar
It is.
take. You
It
know, the
is.
writing is very similar. Which the Bear, man,
The writing is spectacular. It's better than the Queen's Gambit.
you think so?
Yeah, by far.
I like that.
I mean, we talked about this.
I'm not going to disagree with that.
We talked about
I'm okay with that.
where you have to build a character's backstory, and
Uh-huh.
in Queen's Gambit they show everything. They show the flashbacks and all that stuff, which is fine. It's
Which
still
they
great,
do in the Bear.
but
Not as much.
I
as
haven't
much.
seen
Yeah.
hardly any flashbacks. There was one flashback scene I think in the entire first season.
Have you gotten to the? I don't want to spoil anything for anybody listening or you, but have they gotten to the dinner scene? We've met like the whole entire family.
No.
Like they have the big family,
Nope.
and they have that is one
Nope.
of the greatest episodes I've ever seen.
Okay.
You know,
So
there might be better out there, but as far as what I've seen, it's one of the greatest episodes. Acting, writing, like start
Okay.
from finish. The whole episode is a flashback,
Yeah.
and you get the whole family there, and it just I
The
was like,
dialogue is so.
and I'm
much.
watching, I'm like, it felt
It feels like our family.
it felt a little close to home.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I've felt this a lot watching the show.
Me too.
Because I mean, the
Me
way
too.
our family operates is
Yeah.
a lot like an Italian household.
A little
As weird
bit.
as that is. Just
Yeah.
like very loud and like inside jokes. And
Yeah.
we talk shit.
Insulting.
A lot.
Yeah.
Very insulting.
But we are very protective of one another. We
Yes.
love each other very much.
and we might get mad at each other
Yeah, for sure.
talking shit, but then
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's still love. I feel that I relate to a lot of Italian
Yeah.
stuff for that reason probably.
When you started the show, did you like Richie?
Yeah.
You liked him from the jump?
I don't think from the jump. I think like episode 2. I think
because he's very resistant early.
Yeah, I think whenever it hit, whenever Carmi's character is outside arguing with those people, and Richie goes out there and shoots or pulls the gun out and shoots it in the air.
That was first episode.
Yeah, that's the first
Yep.
episode. I was like, okay. He kind of was like, okay. He like went up a little bit for me, but then it was whenever he was in the car with Sydney, and he's talking to his kid. I'm like, yep, I like this guy. Oh, I was like, this is gonna fucking hurt. I know that his storyline is gonna fucking hurt.
I will say, I'm not gonna argue. I think that with you on that because I think that it's close between
Yeah.
the Bear and the Queen's Gambit.
Well, what I was gonna say though was how
sorry.
we talked about how like the flashbacks and stuff, and like in season 1, so much about every single character without really them saying anything about their past or showing anything from the past. And I think that's like incredible directing and writing.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think that's where they surpass Queen's Gambit. Also, think the acting is significantly better in
I don't think
the Bear.
the Queen's Gambit was kind of going for that raw feel.
I
though.
think you're right.
And I think that's the difference between that. You might like. I think that you are kind of like you might like the raw feel more, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
And I
love Queen's
I
Gambit.
like it too. Oh, I know. Yeah, me too.
I love
me too.
Queen's Gambit.
Yeah, I think comparing the two is like where they need to be on my list. Like if I'm making the argument, I think that Breaking Bad top 3, The
Breaking Bad's
Bear
number
so
1.
far hasn't finished. And that's I know
That's so
Danny.
good.
I think Danny might have been the one that I was arguing back and forth with like the Queen's Gambit and The Bear. Shout out to Liberty.
Yeah.
Please go check out that last podcast we had. It's fucking so much
funny,
fun.
dude. So funny.
But it was like, I can't really judge a unfinished show,
That's a very good
and
point.
I like
That's a
that.
very good point.
I like that, and I agree with that for
And that's
sure.
fair. So far, though, I'm definitely going to lean towards the Bear significantly. And I don't think
One
that's,
season to one season.
That's one season to one season for me right now.
Yeah.
And dude, the writing is just better. The writing's better. The acting is better. I haven't thought like in the Queen's Gambit. I'm like, yeah, there's like maybe 3 actors that stood out to me. Maybe
Yeah.
4 actors, and then in the Bear, every actor stands out.
Yeah,
Every single character,
do.
every single scene. I'm like, holy
Sydney,
fuck, that's good
I'm not
acting.
a fan of her acting that much. She's okay.
But she plays her spot.
She
And
plays.
She's still a great actor.
She's not bad. Yeah,
Like the worst actor. If that's the worst actor in the Bear, it's fucking good.
that's fair.
Because the worst.
She seems very plain. She seems like a normal actor. She does what she's asked.
She's
to
a
do.
static character. That's the
Yeah.
thing. You have to have static and dynamic
Yeah.
in writing.
Yeah.
And she's a static
Yeah.
character.
Yeah,
Her goal has been the same the whole time. Tina's fucking awesome.
have
dude.
you gotten to?
So Sydney, I don't want to spoil it, but Sydney and her outside the restaurant, they just had to talk, and then Tina hugged Sydney. It's like the biggest, man. It ends, and the scene ends with fucking Tina smiling, like the biggest smile.
You're in the great place with her then.
Oh, it's so
That's
good, dude.
the character writing and the character development in that show.
It's great.
It's
Now the character
Some of the
development in
best I've
Queen's
seen.
Gambit and the Bear is very close.
it is.
I would say it's. I think it's 1-to-1 on that.
Yeah, I agree with
And
that.
that's about the only place Queen's Gambit is close to the Bear. As crazy as that sounds.
What about just kind of leaning back in general and
the
just like story in
the
general?
story is probably
I think I'm gonna
even.
lean
I'm saying
Queen's Gambit on that because I think that we just like season because we're going to go season 1 to season 1. That's all we have.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have season 2 of the Bear, but that's just
That's
kind of
fine,
like
that's
more
fine.
content. You
Yeah,
know,
that's
when
fair.
Queen's Gambit 2 comes out or the second season, which I don't think
I
they
don't
should
want
have
it. I
done.
don't want it to.
But I'm definitely going to watch it because I think that the writing's going to be good. I think it's going to be good. But I think that I'm just going to be mad when because I think it seems like they might bleed it dry. Hopefully they don't. But yeah, I think the writing for season 1 is, or the story itself is just better with Queen's Gambit because I think they focused on that. That was their main priority, and I think character development is what the bear kind of focused on, like having a raw feeling, like a human to human feeling,
Yeah.
like of what like a kitchen is, what tension is, what so like the story is kind of
The story is very good in Queen's Gambit.
yeah. I'll take the
But
story of Queen's Gambit, and I'll take the acting and the writing.
And the directing.
Yeah, they are two different shows that are
They
kind
are.
of similar. So like maybe I'm making a point of for the
It's
guy
hard
who
to compare them.
yeah, it's hard to compare them, but we just talked about how
They're very similar.
they're very similar.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that even the story and the bear dude, fuck. It's just maybe because
It's
it hits,
good.
maybe because I relate to it a lot more.
I agree with that. Yeah, I do too.
Maybe because like the family aspect that I relate to a lot more. Because
Yeah.
I can't relate to the Queen's Gambit, whereas the orphan and everything like that, and obviously a female lead, it's a lot harder for me to relate to.
True.
But damn, dude, the bear's just good.
It's good.
It's just fucking good.
Yeah, that's why I'm putting it in that conversation with the Queen's Gambit.
Yeah, I still think though that overall I'm taking. Dude, it's just the acting. The acting.
Are you prisoner of the moment right now?
I don't think I am.
You don't think so?
I think I'm just analyzing the characters. Like the acting.
no,
is
I
just
think
better.
you're right.
The acting.
I'm
is
just asking.
significantly
I like to
better.
poke fun at you with that
Yeah.
because
the acting.
I
is
think sometimes you
significantly
can be. I think sometimes we all can be.
better. Yeah.
And I think you need to be sometimes. But you also need to like you had that same feeling with the Queen's Gambit.
Yeah, I didn't have that for the acting though.
Right. For different reasons.
Yeah,
So that's why we're comparing the two.
It was for the story in Queen's Gambit, which I've already talked about. But I think the acting in the Bears, every single character, dude.
It is.
Every single character is a great actor.
Dude, the fucking dessert guy, the pastry
Dude,
guy.
Yeah.
He's you like he was the first one to catch on.
Yeah, he
you know?
was.
So you're like automatically you're like, it's so funny how the writing will make you pull for someone. You don't even know Carmen, and instantly you're pulling for his success.
Yeah.
I think that's what made Breaking Bad so good. It was the fact that like
instantly pull for Walter.
you instantly pull for Walter, and then I go back and watch it,
And you fucking hate Walter.
and I was like, this guy is like
He's so
terrible.
egotistical.
Early, like I remember,
It's like season 1, dude.
yeah,
The end of season 1.
like when I first watched it, it was when he killed the kid.
Yeah.
And then which is like later into the show, you
Yeah.
pull for him, you're on his side the whole time, and then early on, I'm like, damn, if my partner was kind of like sneaking off, like my wife was like sneaking off, like making meth, and, like keeping it from me, I'd be pretty fucking pissed.
Yeah, just tell me. Let's do it.
Yeah, I like let's cook,
Yeah.
let's cook.
Let her cook.
Yeah, I don't know, and Heather was the first one to like make me notice because I was like, I went back when we were watching, she's like, oh, he's terrible. I'm like, no, he's doing it for his family. Like he's going to cook meth, and like as it goes on,
You're delusional.
I'm like, she's kind of
Fuck,
right,
dude,
though.
He's a fucking asshole.
He is doing it because when he first gets in, that's what tricks you.
Yeah.
That's why you wait until season 4
But it
before
was
you're like,
freeing for him.
he
Could change who he was.
Yeah, he changed who he was and became the drug lord
He wasn't some fucking dork high school chemistry teacher.
who had
anymore.
already failed.
Yeah,
He
failed,
used his like he was good. And
Yeah.
fuck, he was the best at it.
Yeah.
And when you're the best at something,
And gray matter. That was the business.
yeah,
If he
he was cast off from that shit.
Yeah. It was his own fault.
Yeah, it was his own fault. Because he just life decisions, life happens. And then
He missed out. He could have been a millionaire.
he could have been. And so he's got that leaning on him, knowing he's a fucking success, knowing his talent is legit. And then he's sitting here as a chemistry teacher to high school. Then he's like, dude, I can cook the best fucking meth that anybody's ever seen.
Yeah, right. What was it that he said? Was it where he defines chemistry in that first scene?
Yeah. It's yeah. He's got the Bunsen burner on, doesn't he?
Oh, here I got you. I pulled it up. It says chemistry is technically chemistry is a study of matter, but I prefer to see it as the study of change. And it opens the show like it's one of the openers of the show, and you don't realize how significant that is because the whole show is him changing.
It's him changing. What's the Gill?
Yeah, Vince Gill.
Vince Gill. Dude.
Yeah.
Solid. One of the greatest writers.
One of the greatest
in
writers and directors
show history, yeah.
ever. Dude, yeah, it's incredible.
Better Call Saul. Holy
So
shit, dude.
But I prefer to see it as the study of change. And such a good casting.
Rank these.
And that's another thing that fucks you up too, because you're used to fucking what's his name from Walter White. You're used to him from Malcolm in the Middle.
So you
completely
different.
So you're comfortable with him.
Yeah.
You trust him.
Because
You trust him as a character.
Breaking Bad came out 09? No, it had to be
earlier
like
than that.
it was like 06.
07.
7, yeah. Because I Yeah.
Breaking Bad was 08. Okay, we were fucking all around it. We suck.
Well, I said 09.
And I said 07.
Okay,
we
we're
suck.
close. Yeah, we're close.
Yeah, it came out in 08.
Okay, yeah.
Malcolm in the Middle ended what? Fucking 03?
I'm gonna say 07.
I didn't think it lasted that long. It started in 2000. Oh, 7 seasons. I don't know. It's probably 07 then.
Just
06.
Oh, okay.
Close enough. Yeah. So you trust Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, but it's like
You trust him so much.
yeah, because he's the dad.
And then the fucking or in the first or second season too, he fucking protects Walt Jr.
Yeah, and the
in the clothing store.
yeah, because those guys are picking on him because he has a
fucking
disability.
twists his leg. And he's like, "How the fuck does that feel?" And Walt Jr. is
Yeah.
like Flynn, if you will.
So they naturally make you pull for him.
Oh,
early.
you pull for him so quick because you already
They
love
trap
the
you.
actor. It's perfect casting,
Yeah,
dude.
perfect writing. The only thing, and I haven't watched The Sopranos, which I do want to go and watch.
That's next on the list for me.
It's going to have like a similar feel. I think
It's
that.
Bear and Walter White or Breaking Bad.
Well, I think The Bear and The Queen's Gambit is just kind of like, I'm not going to say it's better than those shows, those early shows, because those early shows were like pioneers of its time.
It's warm.
It gets better after the first sip.
The warm one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I drank it earlier. I'm not gonna say they're better than that, but like they are kind of like evolution. Kind of like kind of like
So warm.
kind of like how the UFC fighters of today are just a little
Oh, here we
technically
go.
they have there's better quality training. There's better they're just technically like a
Some
little
of them
bit
can box really fucking good.
a little bit more advanced. Yeah. And I feel like that's kind of the same way with the Queen's Gambit, the Bear. Like, there's just better. There's just better quality of equipment.
Okay.
There's just we've learned how to act a little bit more. We've learned how to
I think so,
write a little bit
Okay.
more. So when you go back and watch The Sopranos, I'm a little bit nervous of it being a little slow and like unengaging. Does it hold up?
I don't think it's going to be that.
I don't think it's going to be that either. But it's definitely going to have that. I think it's going to have that Breaking Bad feel.
Noah said that's what got him to watch The Bear, was watching The Sopranos, and he said, we need to watch The Sopranos.
Everyone's told me that was going to be my favorite show.
I
So
don't
maybe
think
that's
so.
what.
Breaking Bad's too good, dude. I find it hard to believe.
Yeah. Okay. Rank these 4.
Okay, I've already seen all of them.
It's not the best, but your favorite.
I've seen them.
You've seen them.
Okay.
Breaking Bad,
1.
Queen's Gambit,
Okay.
The Bear,
Okay.
Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul 2.
Oh fuck yeah! I love to hear that. I love to hear that.
It's only fair to say that. I think, God, I hate to put Queen's Gambit 4th, and I can't because I haven't seen all of The Bear. I haven't seen all of Better Call Saul, but I've got a half a season left. I can put that over. I've watched 6 seasons of this shit. I can put that over Queen's
That
Gambit.
season, what you have left to watch
Is great. I've already heard.
is really good.
That's what I've heard, and so I know I can put it over.
And it doesn't. Some of the last episodes are a little not necessarily boring, but they tie in. They wrap it up in the way they should.
Okay.
I feel like I really okay. So number 3, Queen's Gambit Bear. You really can't say.
Yeah, I can't say about Queen's Gambit. I'll say Queen's Gambit just 'cause I finished it, and I fucking loved it.
I loved it too.
And Queen's Gambit is probably close to Better Call Saul.
I would say I would swap Better Call Saul and Queen's Gambit
Yeah,
for
Queen's Gambit for
me, and then I would
It's
put it.
very close for me.
Yeah, that's how I would do
Queen's
it.
Gambit's a very close second.
And
so-
honestly,
The Bear might be over Queen's Gambit or Better Call Saul.
no, the Queen's Gambit might be over
All Better
Breaking Bad.
Wow.
that game. That show crept up on me. Like I
It's
never.
very good, man.
Yeah, I never really thought, and I think it was just like there was a time where like chess felt at home for me. Like I felt really comfortable
I can
playing
see
chess.
that, yeah, that was right in the middle of what's it called too?
When I was
I
really
was right in the middle of
young,
COVID.
it was something where like I was really good at it. Not really good. I was okay. I was okay.
Yeah.
I was okay at
You're
chess.
really good against casuals.
Yes. Like the people around me, like I mean, I was a casual, so it felt fair. It wasn't like I was trying to become some chess genius or anything, but it was a
Right.
place where I got a lot of praise.
Sure.
I got a lot of praise for playing very well against
That's fun. That's
casuals.
always fun.
Yeah, which is like
People telling you're good at something.
yeah, which makes you feel warm.
Yeah.
Makes you feel nice.
Makes you feel better than everybody.
Sure.
It's the same thing.
It can be.
Warm and nice, better than everyone.
It can be. I don't like to put it that way,
Synonyms.
but it makes you feel nice, and I feel like that kind of like going back and watching it and like understanding that it really kind of got me back into chess, and you got me back into chess too.
Yeah, yeah.
There was a while where you got on the hard, I got on hard. We just started,
We got
playing it.
chessboard.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
started playing.
And
Fun. We might have to bust that thing out.
We might have to.
I'm too bad. I don't want to play right now.
I'm too bad too.
I don't want to play.
I'm too
I
bad
suck.
too, dude. I suck too. But I think that there was a little bit more of a personal connection with Queens Gambit that the Bear has for me. That's why it's in this discussion. But that Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad didn't have for me, but Breaking Bad was more of like a technical,
exactly.
It's
It's
just great to watch. Yeah,
for sure.
and I think that the Queen's Gambit is that too, which is why I put the Queen's Gambit.
Which Breaking Bad has that element of perfection too.
It does, but I don't know. Do you think they were going for that?
Oh, absolutely.
You think so?
I think everything that we pick up on in the show was deliberate. If we're picking up on it, it was deliberate.
Yeah. But
I'll
what,
tell you
like,
right now.
I agree with that.
He's
I agree
so
with that.
good.
Yeah, I agree with that. Kind of like a Stanley Kubrick's
Yeah, if you pick
kind
up
of
on
thing.
it, it's
Not to
deliberate.
that level.
Yeah.
Stanley Kubrick's like, well, maybe it is. Yeah, cheers, dude. It's
Every
good,
little fucking
yeah.
thing. Cheers.
Every
I
little
think,
thing.
but
Stanley Kubrick's a little more OCD, but maybe not.
Fuck, dude.
Maybe
I mean,
not.
even the Fly
yeah.
episode is one of the greatest episodes.
Yeah.
The Fly episode.
Everybody hates on the episode. When
They're wrong.
I went
They're just
back and
casuals.
watched. It was kind of weird. I know. It's probably in the early episodes because that was the time when I was watching Breaking Bad again.
Yeah.
I went back and I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna finish this shit, I really want to feel it when I finish it. So I'm gonna start it from the beginning.
I like it.
And because I was I had watched all Better Call Saul. I was waiting on season 5, 6.
That's the last one.
Dang, there was more seasons of Better Call Saul than there were.
I think so. I think there's one more.
I thought there was.
Could be
You
wrong.
might be
Pull it
right.
up.
God, but I went back and watched them, and
Season 6. Yep.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
It's a good move.
It's so good. It's so good. That might be one of the greatest writing I've ever watched.
Like,
I mean, I do put it up there.
as far as Better Call Saul or
Better Call
Bad?
Saul.
Yeah, it's so good. The
Because,
character
like-
development is spectacular. It's better than well,
I'm gonna be honest.
I don't know if it's better than Breaking Bad or
I
not,
think it's
dude.
better writing than Breaking Bad, and I know that's hard take, like hot take.
Better writing,
I'll tell you
not
why.
better directing.
I'll tell you why, and I think it's because, like I said, it's he learned how to become a better director, better technology, all that shit. But that's not why I'm making the argument. I think it's because it's like in this. It's kind of not necessarily a boring show, but it could be like the Queen's Gambit. It could have been extremely fucking boring.
That could have been so bad.
And just been a big miss if you didn't know what the fuck you were doing. If you wasn't good at what you do,
Yeah.
what you did
Well, the thing
could have been
is-
so fucking boring because hiding behind drugs and action is easy to do.
The thing is, though,
That's why the Fast and the Furious is so big.
he cheated though because he had the Breaking Bad fan base who you already love Better Call Saul, and also all the fans of Breaking Bad are a little pretentious.
That's the truth. There's a lot
So
of truth
whenever
to
you're
that,
watching
yeah.
Better Call Saul,
There's
you're
a lot
like,
of truth
yeah,
to
I
that,
can
yeah.
comprehend Better Call Saul because I'm not an idiot.
There might be some of that, but I think if you did go into Better Call Saul as like a fresh slate, I think it would still it would still be what it is.
Yeah, if you have any slight bit of attention,
I would
span.
agree with that for sure.
If you have
yeah.
any slight bit of attention span,
Yeah, if you can hold on to like if you're in it,
yeah,
you're in it.
yeah, for sure.
If you're in it,
My favorite,
it's good.
I think my favorite scene in Better Call Saul is whenever you remember where Saul Goodman goes to the library and he makes a copy and he fucking switches the numbers. on the
Yeah,
paper.
yeah.
And so my favorite scene is where his brother Chuck is like, I know he fucking switched these numbers. I know I sound crazy.
He's so
and he's
right.
on the fucking money,
He knows his
dude.
brother too.
He's on the money. It's the craziest shit you've ever heard.
Yeah.
He's like, he probably went to the copy store and paid the guy at the counter. And it's like, oh, it's spot on, dude.
Because he's so smart. That's why he's so good at his job.
He's so smart. And he dialed it. And everyone's like, this guy's crazy. And
Everyone's
it's
like, dude,
fucking.
relax. This
There's
brother
no way
would
that
not.
happened.
This your brother. He wouldn't plot against you like this. He's 100% right.
And he like nailed it. And in that scene, you're like sweating. You're like, oh my God, how is he so good?
So that's a great scene. Yeah, it's a great.
That's my favorite scene in the whole show, dude. It's so fucking good.
Yeah, that's a great scene.
Oh, well, and one of my other favorite scenes is where they're,
What's McGill? No, what's Hamlin's name? It's Hamlin and McGill.
yeah, I forget what Hamlin's name
But
is.
the blonde hair
Harry.
dude.
Harry
No,
Hamlin.
What's the?
I know who you're talking about. His last name's Hamlin. I just don't know what it is.
Yeah, what's his name? Anyways,
Saul Goodman cast.
his
Fuck.
his character is so well done.
Yeah, it's fucking incredible.
Because he plays the lawyer role so well. Because he's so
Howard Hamlin.
Howard Hamlin. His like he is such a perfectionist himself, but he is so technical on a technical level. So like he don't give a fuck about like morals or anything else. If the law is the law, and I'm going to justify it on a technical level the best I fucking can.
Yeah.
If you're smoking marijuana and the law is you shouldn't smoke marijuana, you're going to fucking jail.
And if the law is you should, then that's fine.
And if the law is you should, that's fine. He is a lawyer. He is the lawyer, and he's the best at his job.
He's good.
He's the best lawyer in that movie.
You know, we talk about
or
we
the
talk
show.
about
Sorry,
fucking bad guys, and we always talk about Gus Fring and fucking. Sometimes we'll talk about The Walking Dead, Negan. We'll talk about Lieutenant Hans Landa. We never talk about Lalo from Better Call Saul.
That's true. He's
Jesus Christ,
great
dude.
bad guy.
Oh, he's so scary.
Great bad guy.
When you see a scene with him, you're like, he could kill anybody in this fucking scene right now.
And he's got like a charisma to him, like Hans Landa kind of does.
Yes, exactly.
Not to the extent, and he's a little bit nicer than Hans Landa is. I feel like maybe not,
but he might be more evil.
but he might.
Like torture people more evil. Hans Landa's gonna kill you because that's his job. Lalo's gonna kill you because he fucking likes it.
He is a mob boss. Yeah.
Lalo's fucked up, dude. Just
Yeah.
like Tuco. Tuco's fucked up. Lalo has a lot of that crazy in him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there was a scene in Better Call Saul where I think it was season 6 or maybe season 5, where Lalo had just got off the fucking he just got out back in the desert and he's lost in the desert.
I remember
It
that.
was after, I don't want to spoil it,
Yeah,
but he's in the old lady's house.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, is he gonna kill this old lady?
You are on edge.
I don't even know if he's gonna kill. It's just some random old lady and her fucking like old husband, and they're like taking care of him, and he might kill this old lady, and I don't even know. And I'm like, oh my god, dude, he's gonna kill this bitch for no reason. He's gonna kill her for no reason.
Yeah. It's crazy.
And like, cause like he's so intimidating, dude.
Yeah, Hans Landa does, and it's weird that we're comparing the two because it's completely
But
different.
it's a good comparison.
But it seems like there's some traits that kind of
Yeah,
connect there because Hans Landa, when he came into a scene, you're like, he's being really polite right now. I feel like he might
because
just
he's in control.
yeah.
The only time you see Hans Landa and Lalo's characters break is because they're not in control.
Which is how it should be.
Yep,
It fits their personality.
so good, dude.
Yeah.
Hans Landa, they'll kill you for this, and he's losing his shit. Yeah, I might get chewed out.
This
I've been
just
chewed
might
out
be
before.
my masterpiece.
I've been chewed out before.
Cut.
He knew.
He fucking knew.
But like, yeah, you only see those characters break and like lose their confidence and their charisma when shit's not going their way.
yeah.
When they're not in control, when they don't know everything.
Yeah.
And every time any of the scenes where they're in the scene, they are fully aware of everything that's going on in the scene.
Yeah.
There's no dramatic irony for those characters. They're all knowing. So you think.
Yeah.
They're all knowing,
right,
so
you're
you
right. I
think.
like that.
And that's what gives you that intimidation factor is like, because like in every scene, it's like someone's trying to get one over on him. Like in the scenes where it's him and Nacho in the restaurant. And Nacho's trying to get one over on Lalo.
Yep.
And Lalo might know. Does he know or does he not know?
And you wonder.
Because Lalo knows every fucking thing, but he might not.
Yeah.
In the scene where Hans Landa is in there with the fucking milk farmer.
Uh-huh. I think it's the greatest opening scene I've ever seen.
Whenever Hans Landa's in the fucking in the office room with Bridget von Hammersmark.
Yeah.
And he's got the fucking shoe in the
The
pocket.
shoe must.
Does he know or does he not know?
And then like the dialogue kind of continues to naturally sway
To where he
not a in your face way. Not
you
a
just gradually gain more knowledge.
yeah,
that
where
he
you're like,
knows.
okay, everything's going fine. Like this dialogue's going fine. I don't think he knows.
Reach into my pocket.
Does he know? No, he doesn't.
And then he
know.
pulls out
Does
she
he
pulls out
know?
the shoe.
And then he knows. Oh no! And he just strangles
fuck.
her.
And he enjoyed it.
And he's just
It's so good.
just like God.
Dude, yeah, like you see that a lot. Like Lalo, they're both
That's
all,
true. I like the
they're
comparison.
both all knowing characters.
I like the comparison, dude.
Foot fetishes and Better Call Saul coming your way. We're back to foot fetishes. The foot, if the shoe fits, you must wear it.
Quentin always finds a way to get
Quentin.
his foot fetish in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah! Wow. I want to go back and watch. I might do that some point.
Watch Better
soon.
Call Saul.
No, Inglourious Bastards.
So good. I watch it every year.
Well, I've seen the
I
movie
watch it multiple
twice.
times a year. Oh, really?
The first time I've seen it,
like
and
7
then when
times.
I first moved into the house, when I got the
That was when you said it was your favorite movie of all time.
yeah,
It's so good.
yeah, it's my favorite all time,
It's so
and it's so funny because I don't like war movies.
You know what's Fury? Fury's very good character development.
Yeah,
Brad
I've heard that was really good.
Pitt, John Bernthal,
Who's great?
Michael.
How do you like him in The Bear?
I've only seen like the one scene where he's at. I don't know what even fucking happens in the scene. There might be like in the kitchen.
Okay,
It's like one flashback. That's all I've seen.
Okay.
In season 1.
you're gonna get more.
Yeah, the Bear's good, dude. That's fucking good. I think one of the reasons I relate to the Bear more is because it is the younger brother
Yeah,
who's in his older brother's shadow, and he's like, "All right, watch this shit, bitch."
I like that.
Like I relate to that a
No,
little.
I
bit.
could see that. I related to that for you
Yeah, for
when
sure.
I watched it.
I
I related to that for you when I watched it, and I related to John Bernthal's character a lot.
yeah, I could see that.
That's why I
can see
liked it.
that.
I was like, this dude
It's
is
good,
really
dude.
fucking cool. Yeah,
It's a fucking
Yeah.
good show.
yeah,
It's a damn good show.
it is.
I'm,
I really highly recommend it.
It's so fucking
highly
intense,
recommend
dude.
it.
It's so intense.
You're getting close to the dinner scene, and you're going to. Do you know anybody who's in that?
No, I don't know anybody. I don't know anything. I don't want to know.
Oh, dude,
I don't even want to know.
I know.
I was upset whenever I.
I'm so happy you don't know
like
because
I knew it was.
go
John
home and
Bernthal,
watch that shit tonight,
and I'll text you.
and text me and let me know because that dinner scene is fucking amazing.
I knew John Bernthal was.
You're
in
gonna
the
love
show,
it. You're gonna fucking.
But
love
I'd forgot that John Bernthal was in there, and then I accidentally looked at the cast one day to try to find out who Tina was or somebody else. And I was
Yeah.
like, "Fuck,
Who did you see?
John
That's-
Bernthal."
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, great. Okay,
That's
you,
why I was
okay.
like,
That's
"Damn
not
it,
bad.
I
That's
don't
not
want
bad.
that to be spoiled.
You're
but
still
that's fine.
okay.
Yeah.
That was the one I was really hoping that you wouldn't see, but there's like 3 others that's gonna come in that dinner
Is Jamie Lee
scene.
Curtis in the?
Maybe.
Okay, she
she's
is.
in there.
Oh, I saw a picture of her on a. I saw a
yeah.
picture in the background. I go, "Is that Jamie Lee Curtis?"
Yeah, she's
In one of the scenes, I saw a picture posted on the wall.
She's in there.
Jamie Lee. Oh, I'm fucking good. You know, you like that.
I
pickup.
know.
That's good. That's just.
But
I'm a attention detail
dude,
guy. You know. What I
she
mean.
plays a great role.
Okay.
And I have to
Is that
say,
your mom?
yeah,
Okay, I figured it was.
dude.
Did I pick that up last night? Gabby's gonna be like,
Dude.
Gabby's gonna be like, I didn't see it because she said that last night. I didn't see it, and now I can brag about that. Cool. I can get on her list. Yeah.
You're a dick.
Yeah, I did last night. I swear to God, we were watching the episode last night, and they're taking the pictures. I remember where Sydney leans against the wall and busts a hole through the wall in the picture of the baseball team,
Yeah.
and then they're taking down pictures. And
Yeah, I remember that.
It's like the Paul Rudd picture, and he's
Uh-huh.
signed by Paul Rudd, and there's somebody else, and there's one of Jamie Lee Curtis, and I was like, "Is that Jamie Lee Curtis?" And it goes away, and I was like,
Really? You know,
maybe- I was like,
did not know
maybe I
that.
missed that. Yeah,
That's who the mom is.
that's it.
Yeah. So, dude, and I have to
Boom!
say, I have to say,
Cheers,
nice-
man.
cheers to that. That's nicely done.
Yeah, thanks.
Nicely done. Yeah.
I'm
And
pretty
there's
happy with
there's
that
2
one.
others in there. You're gonna love the roles too.
Cool,
But
cool.
and
Fuck
you'll
dude.
never guess those. But I have to say, it's gonna hit home.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it will.
In a weird
Every other
way.
scene has. Every other scene has, dude.
Yeah. That's another reason why the Bears up there for me is
It's
because
fucking good, dude.
it's so raw.
Good.
It's so raw, and the tension. And it's funny. It's funny because you think of like tension. You think of like, okay, what brings tension into a movie? You know, horror films do it sometimes. Action films try to. An action film, that's what they're going for. They're trying to make you feel tense for the moment because the moment's bigger than life. You know, it's like Fast and the Furious running down, they're pulling fucking banks, the tension, like the pressure and like the moment's big. But Fast and the Furious, no one's tense in the theaters watching the Fast and the Furious. They're just like watching it for the action.
I've got a take for you.
But when you watch The Bear,
I got a take for you.
it's different.
You're gonna like it.
Okay.
So whenever I watch The Bear, I'm almost not that uncomfortable. Like I know I'm not nearly as uncomfortable as like Gabby is.
Oh, me neither.
But I'll tell you why. And I think more people are going to be way more uncomfortable watching the show than we are
Oh, we live in it.
because we live in it.
Yeah. It hits
And
home.
so like
the dinner scene is going to feel like you
or at home.
are at home.
We've had some heated fucking arguments at the house.
I mean, never like it's not going to get to this point
Right.
because that's like it's television,
Sure.
as you can imagine. But it does like there's a little bit of like chaos,
And we bask in it. Dude.
and we live in that.
fucking bask
And
in the
it's,
chaos.
you know what? I want it no other way.
It's so good.
I love it.
It's so good.
Yeah. I'm glad. I love the holidays. I love going back
Yeah,
home. I
right?
love going home, dude.
Yeah.
It's
For sure, dude.
you know, it's everything.
We're gonna have the. I just got that grill. We're gonna have to have the Super Bowl party. You know, at my
Definitely,
house now.
definitely,
My
yeah,
house.
yeah. Let me know.
We're gonna have to do that. Eagles and the Bills. Eagles gonna beat them.
Eagles and the Bills.
I got the Bills winning the Super Bowl this year, and I don't feel good about that right about now.
I had the Bills in the Super Bowl.
Losing to the 49ers.
Losing to the 49ers.
You probably don't feel that good about that now.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not like. I mean, there is like a little bit of a stretch for the 49ers.
The 49ers not even win their division.
They might not. I think they will. I believe in the talent.
There's a stink bug right there.
There is.
Ow.
Yeah, I usually.
This guy's off. Let's turn that off.
Oh damn! Yeah, that was a.
It wasn't that loud.
They are a little banged up, and I'm not trying to make excuses for them because they're my Super Bowl pick. I have defended them in the past a little bit because I really do still the process. I still feel like is the
Let me
same
change the subject.
for the Niners. I'm just gonna give a little
Yeah,
quick.
you're good.
You know,
I want to get into it too.
I think the Niners. I think the bye week comes at a great time.
It
You
does
know,
for sure.
It's going to be a tough stretch, but I
That's
think
it gets tougher.
it's
after
going to
bye
be a
week.
stretch that I think is going to, as long as, this is any NFL team, as long as they can stay healthy during that stretch, I think that they're going to be battle tested. I think that I believe in the play calling because that West Coast offense and Kyle Shanahan is honestly, he's probably the best. Him and Andy Reid are the best. I go Andy Reid right now because he's done it. He's been there. He's OG.
True.
But him and Kyle Shanahan, like Kyle Shanahan comes from Mike Shanahan. I don't know what you know about Mike Shanahan, but Mike Shanahan was like
that was the fucking
the Broncos,
Redskins, right?
Broncos, Redskins, which RG3, but he got his name with the Broncos with John Elway.
That was Kyle Shanahan.
That was Kyle, yeah.
Oof.
But Mike, he comes from his dad, Mike Shanahan, who got Terrell Davis to 2,000 yards rushing, who got Shannon Sharp, Shannon Sharp.
It's fucking great.
That's his West Coast offense.
Yeah.
You get that with Kittle a little bit.
Yeah.
You had you always had there's pictures of Shannon Sharp hanging out with Christian McCaffrey, and Christian McCaffrey's like
young.
5.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
And Shannon Sharp looking like the Bronco
fuck.
he is,
Big
stacked
monster.
out, chiseled.
Oh.
And he also, John Elway, they won
What about Shannon Sharp fetish?
back-to-back Super Bowl wins. Somebody's got it. You know they do.
It's you.
It's me. I do like Shannon Sharp. He's
I
cool.
do, he's funny.
And to see that, Kyle Shanahan, that West Coast offense evolve into the new age with Kyle Shanahan.
It's very entertaining, man.
You know that it's definitely entertaining, but you know that football runs deeper than most.
For sure.
With him
For sure.
growing up in that environment and those things. And to see that early on with the Falcons, he made Matt Ryan an MVP, dude.
Yeah. Which he was awesome. And they had
Matt Ryan was talented coming out of Boston College.
Devontae Adams. God,
It was
dude,
Devontae Smith.
No, that's
Freeman's. Devontae
Freeman.
Yeah.
We just missed all of them.
Sorry.
Every
Devontae
time I
Smith.
go to say Devontae Freeman, I say Foreman, and I mess it up. Because Deontay Foreman.
Freeman was never like.
But he had Devontae Freeman,
Yes.
Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley.
Calvin really was way late though.
It was way late, but still, he still had that out there with Matt Ryan had some good years.
He did.
Who was the other wide receiver out there? With
I
Julio
think
Jones,
I think Kyle Shanahan might have been gone during Calvin Ridley.
He was.
Yeah.
But who was the wide receiver that was beside
Roddy White.
Roddy White. That's who I was thinking of.
Roddy White was
Baller, dude.
He might lead that franchise in receiving yards and touchdowns.
I don't think he does. I think it's Julio.
Oh, true. Yeah. Sorry. But before then, he was really.
Yeah, he was a baller.
He probably hit it first, and then Julio hit it.
There was another wide receiver out there too. I can't think of.
A Price. It was during. There was Algie Crumpler, tight end.
Yeah, I remember him.
And there was Peerless Price put up a good career there.
Okay.
With Michael Vick. He was more of like a 90 overall, 88 overall guy if he was to correlate it to Madden.
But but the 49ers, I'm glad that the Eagles play them not directly after the bye. They got the Jags, Seahawks. They got some tough games before they play the Eagles. So that
there's going to be some tough games regardless. That's the NFL.
Well, I'm just glad it's not Eagles right after a bye week.
Oh no, yeah. Sorry. I was kind of making a argument to what I was going to say, but yeah. No, you're right. But I think this comes
big for the Eagles.
A good bye week for Shanahan, the West Coast offense. It's so funny because they have everybody to run. They have literally the best guys to run a West Coast offense.
Except for one.
But Brock Purdy is efficient.
But so was Jimmy Garoppolo.
He was.
This is the same guy.
Could be.
That's what I'm telling you.
It could
I've
be.
been saying this since the beginning of
But
the year.
I will say this: Jimmy Garoppolo hasn't had the early success that Brock Purdy has. There is a little bit of a slump
Jimmy
here
Garoppolo
in the past 3
went to
games.
what was he, 2 years in the 49ers and went to the Super Bowl with them? Or was it 1 year?
He did, but what I'm trying to say
His
is
first year.
the early success, like the 9-0 start. You know,
Sure.
the 9 touchdowns, 0 interceptions in a professional in the NFL.
True.
You know,
Very true.
that shows you what he's capable of. You know, we don't know what happens when he gets in the playoffs. I am betting on the talent around him in the defense and Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, Chase Young. The defense mixed with getting the ball to a Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, who can inline block like a motherfucker, and also is probably the best run after catch tight end in the league.
For a second, I forgot that we weren't on the Sunday show, and you said motherfucker, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
By the way, check out our Sunday morning.
Please do. You know,
podcast
10:30
live, baby. 10:30.
every Sunday.
Every Sunday. We don't miss on the
Yeah,
Wednesday,
we don't miss,
baby.
and we've been hitting so much. Bryant and I both, you know, Bryant
Yeah.
calling the bounce back for
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson
against the
last week
Chiefs.
against the Chiefs. Up-and-coming defense has been showing out.
Yeah, the Bengals upset against the 49ers.
Please
We've-
check that
we've made
out.
some good fucking calls.
Brandon Ayuk playing the role that he needs to play. Going, you know, great, phenomenal possession receiver. Can it's not a vertical passing game that you're seeing here like you see with Andy Reid.
Right.
You know, you're seeing a run pass offense that really
It
like
works. It runs through Christian McCaffrey.
everything they have. And the thing is that even if Christian McCaffrey isn't there, Elijah Mitchell can fill in and they can still win games.
I think my biggest problem with that is
It's weird. Sorry.
the same issue you saw with the 49ers versus the Chiefs in that Super Bowl is that if they're behind, they're fucked.
That's a solid argument.
If they're behind, they're fucked. And you're going to see them come up against some tough fucking offenses. They've got to play the Jags, which isn't the toughest, but they got to play the Seahawks twice, got to play the Eagles. They played the Cowboys, and you saw how that went.
Yeah.
But they were never behind against the Cowboys defense.
I think Brock Purdy's a better quarterback than Jimmy Garoppolo. I know I've never been
I
big.
think that's fair, but I don't think it's much better.
I've seen Garoppolo up close and personal with him being in New
It
England.
feels like you have a personal vendetta against Garoppolo, too.
I really don't. When Garoppolo came on,
It's deeply embedded.
it's really not. I've never hated Garoppolo. I just always thought that he was never the guy. You know, I was really happy when they traded him because I didn't believe he was very undersized. He had a very pedestrian arm. You know, he could never stretch the field. I thought that he had a good release. I've always said he's had a great release.
I've always hated on Jimmy Garoppolo, too.
I have
He's
too.
fucking shit.
and
And
I
you're
thought-
seeing it right now. He's not getting started
Yeah,
this week.
I thought that like in the Josh McDaniels, Bill Belichick offense, you know, it was a very technical offense. I thought he fit. I see why they drafted him,
Right. It fit perfect.
and I thought that he could like.
He could be another Tom Brady.
No, I don't think anybody
like
will ever be that.
Tom
But I
Brady
think
type.
that he could be
Pocket passer, white guy. That's what
quick
I'm saying.
release. Yeah, white guy.
White guy, pocket passer, fucking throws underneath, gets rid of the ball fast. That's Tom Brady.
Yeah, I thought that he could. I thought he was good for the offense, but even then, when they were like 39-year-old Brady, 40-year-old Brady, I was like, trade this guy.
Yeah.
Bill didn't think so, which I thought was bizarre.
Well, Bill is not a good GM,
I would agree with that.
and that's sad to say.
Yeah,
I know you hate to say that.
Well,
but
no,
it's
I've
true,
been
yeah.
very critical of his drafting. There was a chart I seen
Yeah.
very, very many years ago of Bill Belichick or of the NFL. It was a chart that I thought was very strange, but I honestly appreciate Bill Belichick for who he is, and I'll tell you why. The chart was like a what do you call it? Where it's like it's like a cross, and it's like, it was first round talent here. Teams who hit on first round talent here.
Oh, Venn diagram.
Thank you.
It's the circles.
Yes. And up here, top right, it's like teams who have missed on first round talent, these teams, and then it was like teams who don't take first round guys and don't hit versus like do hit. It was like the most outcast,
And the
bizarre,
Patriots and the Eagles are probably there.
bizarre. Well, at least the Eagles hit, especially
Now-
on offense.
Now they have.
Yeah, they had a bad like 2 or 3 years where they missed on like
That was right
Artega
before Jalen
Whiteside, Rager, and all that. But it was like, wow, how are they?
Yeah, the Eagles going crazy.
How
now.
are they? This is like the weirdest chart because I'm like, Bill, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Can you use the bathroom?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's take a break.
Oh, but before we go to the bathroom, I do want to say that this is not going to be the last time that I call for a 49ers upset. Just remember that.
We'll
see.
We'll come back to
Well,
that,
because
I'm not finished with that.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I think that they're gonna be favored in a game that I don't like at some point. Whether that's the Ravens, whether that's the Eagles, whether that's probably about it. That's the only two I would call those upsets on.
We'll pull up
We'll
the
see.
schedule when we come back.
We'll be back, guys. Oh, cheers back.
Cheers.
What up? What up? What up?
What up?
We said we was going to open up with the 49ers schedule, which we can kind of go over that a little bit. So what? Jacksonville, Bucks, Seattle, Eagles, Seattle, and then that's somebody else. They play the Commanders. That's going to be funny. Watch Chase Young ball out on Sam Howell.
Yeah, that's going to feel real bad.
Yeah, it's going to feel real bad.
It's going to feel real bad.
Yeah, I mean, that schedule's good.
Yeah.
The schedule's not, I mean, it's not easy. I think they go out and they beat the Jags, they beat the Bucks. They'll probably go 50-50 with the Seahawks, but it goes Seahawks, Eagles, Seahawks. That's tough.
That's a tough road. That's tough 3 games.
Yeah,
both
the first
divisional or 2 divisional games. One, it's going to be a playoff.
And it's separated by
game.
the Eagles, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a playoff game and 2 divisional games in there. And that's definitely going to be rough. I think they could. I think they have the capability of coming out of that 3-0. I don't think they will.
I think it's more like 1-2.
I think it's going to be 2-1.
Well, you think they're going to beat the
I
Eagles?
don't know. I don't know how they do it. But I think that
They're
that
going to
team,
beat the Eagles or sweep the Seahawks, and I don't think either of those things are happening.
I think they could pull off one of those things. I think that team with the talent they have, especially bringing in Chase Young.
I think they're more likely to, and I know this is going to sound biased, but they're probably more likely to sweep the Seahawks. Playing Philly at home, Brock Purdy's about to get mauled, dude.
I think a lot of people don't realize like how Kyle Shanahan game plans for Brock Purdy. Game script is just. I see why he traded Trey Lance. I think they should have traded Trey Lance.
Yeah.
I think that he knew. I mean, he knows. Kyle Shanahan's a fucking phenomenal, brilliant mind when it comes to running an offense. And Christian McCaffrey is, I've always said. I think that they're going to be fine. I know you're kind of pressing on them because like they're really they represent, Mahomes to Brady and the division, Peyton to Brady. They represent the threat.
For sure.
Because outside of the 49ers, who's really the threat? I mean, obviously the Cowboys.
Yeah.
You don't want to see a divisional game in the playoffs. That's a 50-50 game.
Sucks,
I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, it's 50-50.
Mark Sanchez beat Brady in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That happened. That's a divisional game.
That happened. That's a real scenario.
It's a real that happened.
Yeah.
So, I'm always going to go with my team in that 50-50 scenario like you do. And I do see what you're saying with I do think they split. I do like I always go with like in 2 divisional games. Seahawks are a good team. Odds are they probably split with the way the 49ers are playing right now. They probably split. And I do think that a 50-50 game with this, I think that it is a 50-50 game with the Eagles that you tend to take, which I think you should. I've always done the same thing. It's your team. Why wouldn't you?
Well, I'm not just taking.
But I think that I think that is a game they can win. Whether they do, I don't know. Do I think they can sweep Seattle? I do. Will they? I don't know. I think they could pull one of those off with the talent they have.
But you don't think it's likely?
I think that.
I think if you had to bet, I think you would bet on 1 and 2 in that situation.
No, I'm actually going to go with the 49ers. It's my Super Bowl pick, and I believe in the players. I believe in the coaching staff. I believe in the offense they run and how good that defense is. John Lynch is the GM. It's just
solid.
I've believed in them the whole time. I think that they had a little bit of a rough patch, and everybody's kind of piling on them right now. But
which I've been calling for the rough patch.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people have. A lot of people have been kind of waiting on it. I feel like maybe you've been kind of calling for it. I think a lot of people have been kind of waiting on it. Maybe that's what it is. But you expect this. I mean, I've seen this a lot. A lot of people. There's been so many times where people kind of called for the downfall.
3 losses in a row, though, is tough. That's tough
and they were banged up. The bye week's coming at a good time.
Yeah, for sure.
But this is going to be a good reset for them, and then you open up with the Bucks are in 2 weeks from now. But there was who did they open up
with the Jags?
Yeah, which is a tough game.
In Jacksonville too.
I think they win that game.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think they win that game. I think they beat the Bucks for sure.
People have got Jacksonville at the top of the AFC, and I don't think that's right. I think
really.
I mean, they got them at the top of the AFC. They're 6-2.
They're 6-2.
I think I'm taking the Ravens.
I ain't buying it. If you're watching Jacksonville,
they don't look good.
They don't look good.
I'm taking the Ravens over Jacksonville.
They look good against Buffalo. But Buffalo's kind of having that.
They looked okay.
Buffalo has that weird 49ers thing going on too, where it's like, they're doing what they need to do.
I don't want to say Buffalo had the 49ers thing going on because Buffalo has a very competent quarterback. I think the Buffalo Bills had more like a Bengals thing going on.
That's true. Yeah, I'll agree with that.
I don't want to compare Josh Allen to Brock Purdy.
I'm not comparing that
egregious.
because I think it looks nastier for the Bills than it does for the 49ers.
I don't
personally.
think it does. I think the Bills looks more like the Bengals.
The Patriots beat the Bills.
I mean, that's fine.
That's bad.
That's a divisional game, though.
That's true.
We're
That's
talking about
true.
divisional games.
That's true. That's true. But the 49ers don't have a loss that's that bad. I mean, yeah, they lost to the Browns
They lost
against
the Browns.
Yeah, with P.J. Walker. That's okay.
bad.
So that's about the equivalent.
bad,
Yeah. That's pretty close.
They
So
lost to the Browns and then lost to who? Somebody, and then the Bengals.
the Bengals, yeah. The
Who's
Bengals one was
the
going to
game
be
between?
that. Yeah, the Bengals game. It was one I think I picked them to lose to open up the
No,
season.
you might have, but
Yeah.
on the Sunday live show, tune into that 10:30.
I did pick them to, but I
you
did
picked them
take
to
that.
win.
If I was a bet man, I would have taken the Bengals in the points. I did say that.
Right.
But yeah, I picked them to win the game. But I'm not. A lot of people are nervous on the 49ers, and I think they're going to make the playoffs. And I think they're going to be just as scary in the playoffs as they were at the beginning of the season. You know, I think that they're going to be a scary team. You're going to have Kyle Shanahan. You're going to have an efficient Brock Purdy. You know, it's a bad 3-game stretch, but are we going to just ignore the 9-game stretch or the 15-game stretch he's had in his career where he went 9 touchdowns, no interceptions, and looked honestly like, you know, a pretty competent top 10 quarterback? I don't think he is that. You know, I do think that he is on that level of Garoppolo. He's very undersized.
Yeah.
The arm doesn't scare you as far as a deep threat. I understand he doesn't look the part physically.
What I point to whenever I see the 49ers, though, is a team that can't win games whenever they're behind big.
And I think that's true.
And that's what's going to happen whenever they play tough offenses like the Eagles or the Chiefs or the Bills. The Bengals, you saw that where they're behind and they can't move the ball. They have these gadget plays. They get Deebo Samuel in a jet sweep. I mean, if you stop Christian McCaffrey, that offense struggles big time.
But I think that's
and you force Brock Purdy to throw the
continue to name the players in the offense that you have to draw up for. And I think you start making the argument for me. You know, I don't think that the game plan is built around Brock Purdy. I think it's built around
Christian McCaffrey,
Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, and Brandon Ayuk, who can pick up solid 20-yard chunks at a time when you're so dialed in on all these other pieces. I mean, it's hard to be dialed in on Deebo's run after the catch, one of the greatest run after the catch receivers we've ever seen, and it's hard to, you know, you can watch him. Okay, you double him. Okay, now you got an inline blocker who is one of the most dominant inline blockers we've ever seen. You know, right under, if you watch the blocking tape, right under Rob Gronkowski. You have him and another guy who is one of the most dominant tight ends run after the catch, more than Travis Kelce is.
But at the end of the day,
which
you still
also
have Brock Purdy leading your offense.
But
he can't do it.
But I think it's going to be just fine.
Okay.
You know, I think that he's accurate enough. They can win in spite of him. I'm not saying he's going to, as long as he doesn't, he's 2 touchdown Brock Purdy. You know, he's going to give you 2 touchdowns a game. As long as he don't turn the ball over, and I think Kyle Shanahan knows he's a genius. He knows with this talent, I'll dial up Ayuk on 2nd and short for a 20-yard chunk. You know, he's very manipulative in his play calling. He's going to do enough, and you got Christian McCaffrey. How have I not even brought him up yet?
Yeah,
the offense runs through him. And even if he goes out, Mitchell is, I mean, he has more 75-yard-plus games, I believe, than – there's some weird stat that shows that he has the same amount of 70-yard-plus games than, as far as rushing goes, than McCaffrey does.
Yeah,
they're very
Elijah
tied.
Mitchell's very good, but
a lot of talent. And the defense is led by Fred Warner, the greatest linebacker in the league.
And I know they add Chase Young, too, which is incredible for the defense. But I wouldn't be surprised if they don't even win their division this year.
I would be surprised. Right
now, they're not in first in their division. They just lost 3 games in a row.
Yeah, I told you, I'm not. It doesn't bother me.
But
this is part of the
What should bother you is this the same team that couldn't put up 20 points against the Browns. Against P.J. Walker, lost to P.J. Walker. That same defense couldn't stop that offense.
Yeah, they didn't have. They had a kind of a banged up McCaffrey coming off the oblique injury. They had
who had 2 touchdowns that game.
He did, which seemed like he was there. You know, and you do have which they were the number 1 defense entering that game, the Browns defense, and that defense
it's good.
Has been winning in spite of the offense all year. That defense is legit.
Yeah, for sure.
Might be the best in the league right now.
Yeah, that or the Steelers.
Yeah, honestly,
the
Steelers
have
49ers
5-3.
Yeah, that's just good
crazy.
play calling,
That's
dude.
crazy.
That's just good coaching. is what that is. And I think that that style of coaching exists on the 49ers, and they had the talent to pull it off.
Yeah.
You know, I agree with all that the takes on Brock Purdy. I'm not like a big Brock Purdy guy. I think that they can win in spite of him.
I don't think they can.
I do like the comp with Garoppolo, but I do think that you got a lot of confidence built up in Brock Purdy because of the early start, you know, the 10-0 start, whatever it is. They can continue that. I think they're going to be just fine. They're coming off the bye.
Yeah,
Bye comes at a great time. NFL, we all go on skids. You know, the year the Patriots lost 45-7 and Brady got benched in week 1 to Andy Reid and Mahomes, and they won the Super Bowl that year. You know, it's the NFL. There's going to be tough moments. But they have the coaching staff and the talent to pull that off.
I mean, they do, but I don't think they're going to win. They can't win against teams that have good offenses. We've seen it time and time again.
With the defense, I think that they can slow those offenses down.
But I don't think they do.
And
they
keep
haven't.
it where the game script that you are saying is going to disappear. I think that game script can keep them in the game because of the defense.
Yeah, we'll see.
And there has been a rough patch. You know, you go against Cincinnati, 31-17, I think was the score of that game.
It was ugly.
But that's a game that, I mean, that's a playoff team versus a playoff team. That can happen. You know, your offense is just isn't gelling on the right day. You know, you have a couple bad breaks. The football is an odd shape. It don't bounce like a basketball. You know,
that's true. We'll see. I mean, they go out there and play the Jags in Week 10, and they could lose that game, dude.
If they lose that game coming off the bye.
It's bad.
I'm a little concerned.
That's panic time.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned. And I think they'll come out and win. And it's crazy because it's a 6-2 Jacksonville team.
Yeah. Who's good?
I think the 49ers will be favored.
I think
in that game.
I'll be honest with you. If the 49ers are favored in that game, it depends on how much. If the 49ers are favored by more than 4 points, I'm calling for an upset.
I don't think they will be favored by more than 4.
I think they should be favored by -2.
I think that's about right. Yeah.
I won't call.
Jacksonville's a playoff team too.
Yeah. If it's -4, I'm calling for an upset. But they play Jacksonville in Jacksonville, Tampa Bay. That's in San Francisco. Then they play the Seahawks in Seattle and the Eagles in Philly. That's not a fun stretch. They play Seattle immediately after.
And the Bucs are a good team. I don't want to count that as a win either.
I'll tell you
honest.
What really is going to make a big difference is if Seattle can go out and beat the Ravens this week,
which is possible.
I'm not going to bet on it. I think the Ravens are the AFC favorite right now.
6-2. Yeah.
I mean, the Ravens are good, dude.
Yeah.
After what they did to the Lions.
I
mean, I think they're more of a well-rounded team they're very beat up and they're still winning games.
They're getting healthier too.
Exactly.
They're getting healthier too.
And so I see them, I mean, as the best team in the AFC.
Who would you put into that category to challenge them? You know, the Bills have been
Ravens
struggling.
The Bengals for sure, especially in the division.
But what are they? 4-3?
4-3 now.
Yeah. And they're getting hot. They're clicking now. You know,
I mean, they just went there and beat the 49ers by 14 points.
Yeah, that's a convincing win. Yeah, I would put them there too.
And I don't remember where that game was, the Bengals game. That was in San Francisco.
It's a bad loss for San Francisco.
It's very bad, yeah. Losing to the Vikings.
But losing to Cincinnati is something that any team in the NFL can do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, losing to the Vikings and the Browns, though, that's tough.
The Vikings one was like, what?
I called for that. Almost called for that.
You did.
You
almost called for it. You wanted to. I think I might have talked you out of it.
You did.
Yeah. I remember you was about to push the button, and I was like, stop. What are you doing? If I'd have just sat there, you might have called for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they get right, though.
We'll see.
They get right.
I mean, who's to say I don't call for their upset against the Jags, dude?
I think it's going to be close enough to where it's going to
The bye week is what's going to make me not do it. I won't call for that upset because of the bye week.
Yeah. I don't think the people, you know, Kyle Shanahan's just, I would just believe.
Kyle Shanahan's the same guy that blew a 25-point lead against the Patriots.
Yeah, but he wasn't the head coach.
What was he, offense coordinator?
He was.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, but he does what he's told by the head coach, who was Quinn.
Dan Quinn.
Dan Quinn. Yeah. You know.
Oh, goatee.
I'm not going to put that on Kyle Shanahan. I'm going to put that more on Quinn.
What about whenever Kyle Shanahan was the coach that was up 2 possessions against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl?
You have Jimmy Garoppolo. He missed a wide open.
You got Brock Purdy.
Yeah, but
that's the same guy.
Yeah, but it's a 50-50 game. That's Andy Reid and Mahomes. If you would have, like before the game, I would say once the 49ers get to the Super Bowl this year, if they do, I'm going to call like that's going to be a 50-50 game.
For sure.
You know? So like a couple plays. I can't let a couple of plays of Jimmy Garoppolo took them to the Super Bowl and was one throw away from winning it.
Sure.
That's how good, and that team is better that they have now. That team is better than they had then. That was like Emmanuel Sanders. That was I forget whoever else was the number one receiver.
That was Elijah Mitchell. That was Deebo Samuel. Brandon Ayuk still out there.
No, Emmanuel Sanders was the number one or number two receiver of that team.
I thought Brandon Ayuk and
Emmanuel
Deebo Samuel was out there. It was 2020.
Well, I don't pull up the 2020 team because I think Emmanuel Sanders, Ayuk,
I know Deebo was out there.
Debo was out there.
Yeah.
But Emmanuel Sanders was the number two on that team.
I thought Brandon Ayuk was there before Deebo.
I don't know. That's what I guess that's what we're looking up. He might have been a number three, but he was a rookie. Like he wasn't really well known then.
I'm pretty sure the year before that was whenever he had his breakout. 2019.
No, Emmanuel Sanders was there before Ayuk had a breakout.
I'm pretty sure he had a breakout in 2019.
Emmanuel Sanders was who Garoppolo missed, and I'm talking about it was a wide open throw.
Oh, I remember that one. Yeah,
he missed him. It was the game winner. It would have won the Super Bowl. That was 19 or 20, I believe.
It was Raheem Mostert on that team.
Yeah,
the ball.
Yeah.
12 carries, 58 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah. The team that Shanahan has now. I mean, you look at the team he made it with. It's crazy.
It's a solid team.
It's a good team. Yeah, it's a good team.
I mean, that defense was incredible too.
Yeah. Oh, the defense has been good. Yeah.
Let's see. Raheem Mostert, Deebo Samuel, receiving. Jeff Wilson was over there. Emmanuel Sanders. Kendrick Bourne was out there. Wow.
Yeah, I remember that.
Tevin Coleman.
Yeah.
Okay, George Kittle. No.
Yeah, they had Kittle. No IU.
No
yeah.
IU. Yeah. No IU.
It was Sanders, but Sanders was pretty decent. It was his back end of his career, but
I mean, you can compare Raheem Mostert to Damian Williams.
You can't compare him to Christian McCaffrey, though.
Well, I'm talking about in that game, though. In that game, Raheem Mostert, Damian Williams.
Yeah, but that's different. We're comparing apples to oranges.
But you're trying to talk about a bad 49ers offense. You said look at the team you made it there with. Yeah. You can compare Deebo Samuel to Tyreek Hill in that year. That was that year that Deebo Samuel balled out.
I'm just saying the team that the 49ers have now
is better.
Is better than the team they had then.
Except for...
And that's why I'm picking them to win the championship. I'll take, Chase
Young's a big ad.
It's a big ad. And wasn't Bosa hurt that year? I'm pretty sure he might not have.
That team was still 13-3 that year.
Yeah.
So the defense. I would assume so. No, he wasn't hurt. He had 5 tackles.
Okay, I was wrong. He got hurt. He might have got hurt the next year then.
They had DeForest Buckner, Fred Warner, Jimmy Ward.
Yeah, Jimmy Ward's he's good.
Jaquiski Tart, the baller.
Yeah, he was good.
Richard Sherman, Dre Greenlaw still.
Richard Sherman was
Eric Armstead, D Ford,
Armstead, D.
Quan Alexander.
Yeah. That defense is a little bit shaky on the secondary side. But that defense is solid then. Yeah. Not to make this the 49ers show, but
we'll see. We'll see how
we'll see. I think that there's a lot. Yeah, I believe in the coaching staff and the players. I think they'll get it right.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if they can go out there and beat the Jags. That'd be a good game.
That's gonna be
a 50-50 game.
That's a 50-50 game.
That's
two playoff. That's two playoff teams
in Jacksonville.
Yeah,
that's 2 potential Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So it's like I think the 49ers will win it, but we'll see. What were we talking about before we walked in?
I was talking about I saw on social media there's a fantasy football punishment for finishing last.
That's right.
You go into a bar at open, so about 11 a.m. or so. They open around lunch normally. You go in at 11 a.m. and you have to stay there until they close. But every beer that you drink takes off 30 minutes.
And we were talking. We said, 3 beers? You get there at 11. Say you get there on a Sunday to watch or Saturday to watch the playoff games because it's after you just lost your fantasy, whatever. It's February, January time.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
So playoff football. You get there at 11. You have a beer, 11:30. You have 2 beers and a meal, 12. You have another beer.
We'll say it's 1 o'clock. You have 3 beers in your meal.
That's pretty generous because I think 4 beers is possible.
Yeah, but normally whenever you eat, you're kind of full.
So so we'll go 3. We'll go 3 beers before 1.
Yeah, so that's taking an hour and a half off. So you're leaving at 12:30 now.
Yep.
It's a long day. Are you by yourself or can you have people come with you? That's the hard part.
That is the hard part. Because
if
you're by yourself,
because what I'm doing is I'm inviting you out to meet me at 11 for lunch.
Nah, you got to have your buddies out there.
I'm inviting you to meet me at 11 for lunch, and then I'm inviting somebody else to meet me at 1 o'clock whenever you leave. And then I'm inviting somebody else to meet me at 4 whenever they leave to watch the games.
If your fantasy team's cool, they come out there and drink it with you.
Yeah, they hang out, yeah.
They come out there for you.
But they leave at like 8 o'clock like a normal person.
They live whenever they want to. they leave whenever they want to leave,
But
but
they stay till
yeah.
10 or whatever.
But I think
It's not that bad.
it's not that
That's a
bad.
fun. That's kind of a fun.
That's a
one.
fun day. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
challenging. It's a little challenging. Okay, so
Let's implement it.
it's one. It's okay.
And the
It's
10
1
man.
o'clock and it's 12:30. You drink another one at 1. Okay, now it's 1:30. This is casual drinking. We're not pushing the pace here. We're just casual,
That's right.
and then we'll talk about pushing the pace. 1:30. Okay, then it's 12. You get off at 12.
Yeah. So we say yes.
We'll say a beer 30
We'll say
every
2
30
o'clock. We'll say 2 o'clock. You've had 4 beers in your meal.
I'm gonna say 5 beers.
But the only reason I say 4 beers because you've got a little full off your food. You had to lighten up a little bit. Had to take a shit.
I think that like
I'm
me-
being generous.
Me and you
I'm
were
being
still
very
going though.
Yeah, for sure.
I think
I'm
we're
at-
5 beers.
I
into
think
it.
at 2 o'clock I'm at 4 beers.
I think you're at 5. I think you're a little like challenge accepted. Like both of us.
If my friends are there, I'm at 5.
I think if your
if
friends
I-
aren't
if-
there, I think you're at 5.
If it's for this, yeah, you're probably. I'm at 5. I would say 5 beers. Okay, so you're at 11:30 now.
11:30. 5
That's
beers.
2.5 hours. Yep.
Yeah.
11:30. 3 o'clock rolls around. You're at 7 beers.
Starting to feel pretty good.
Starting to feel too good.
Are you thinking about food?
Yeah, I'm hungry. I'm gonna drink I'm gonna drink some water and eat.
You definitely have a water there the whole time. I
Yeah.
do at least. And it's
I'm
running
gonna
through you.
I might have a sweet tea or like a soda or something.
Change
give
the
me-
palate.
Yeah, change the
Yeah.
palate up. Have like a Dr. Pepper. That'd be fucking good at that point.
Yeah.
Well, Dr. Pepper.
Something
not
like a
sponsor.
Sprite or something. Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ease the stomach. A
Yeah.
little bit carbon, something different, some sugar.
yeah.
Have some more French fries and some chicken wings, a burger.
Yeah. Oh fuck. Yeah.
Now you've had 7 beers. This what? What time did we say 7 beers is at? 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
So you go all the way to
A beer
4.
every 30 minutes. I think is
You
pretty.
go to 4 o'clock.
honest.
You didn't have any more beers. You're at 7 beers at 4 o'clock. 2 meals.
You're feeling. You got some rosy cheeks going on.
Got some rosy
You're
cheeks.
feeling good. You've been yucking it up with your.
The problem
buds.
is though that hour you got a little tired because you weren't having any beer.
Mm.
So you order 2 beers at 5 o'clock. You slam one. You drink the.
I
other
think
one.
shots are fair
I don't think it is.
because shots are literally the equivalent.
I
of
think
a beer.
shots are fair if it's before 4 o'clock.
I like that. Like you can't go rush out of here.
Yeah,
But, what
like-
if- but honestly, if you're that fucked up, then to where you're like trying, like okay,
Like the thing is,
we all know that like if you're
say it's 8
if you're in a
o'clock.
bad place, you're not doing shots. But if you do those shots, like you really want to rush out of here and you
Bye-bye.
chilled early and you think you're just gonna like do 4 shots and take advantage, you're throwing up in the car on the way home because you just had like 7 beers, 8 beers, and you just loaded like 5 or 6 shots on. Like,
Dude, I'm telling you right now, if me and you had 8 beers
yep.
and then we took 6 shots and left, we'd be okay. We'd make it home.
I don't know. 6 shots and 8 beers is a good bit.
8 beers over.
I
the
mean,
course
maybe
of
in our
fucking 10 hours.
heyday.
8 beers over the course of 10 hours. That's 4 hours off. You're looking
Those
at,
6 shots are gonna suck though.
but you're looking at 10 o'clock right there.
Yeah,
So if you've had,
I'm okay with a shot being a beer.
I'm not after 4.
I like the rule that you came up with because I
Not
like
after 4 o'clock.
that adds a little light. If you're gonna do it, you got to do it now instead of late. Like you can't like. I honestly don't think that if you do take them late, it's gonna matter because I think it's gonna
it
fuck
is.
you
'Cause
up.
It takes you 30 minutes or so for that shot to really kick in.
It does. On the Uber ride home, you ball. Can you pull over, please?
If you throw up,
Feel a little woozy
if you throw
here.
up, you got to restart. You got to do it again next weekend.
Oh no.
That's too much.
No, that's too much.
If you throw up in the restaurant, how about that?
We got shit on their face and
If you-
like wipe it on my asshole. What was it?
Fucking Ben. We got more clown makeup to the draft, and we stomp on him and spit at him. What the fuck, man?
It's like, dude, it's just like a casual league. What the fuck?
He's never won ever. No, we should do that in the 10-man. We should implement something like that so people don't want to tank for the first position.
I thought about changing the draft rule anyway. I think I might go back to random on that, or at least offer it.
I like that. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, it got voted in a while back because people wanted like a little more structure, a little more legitimacy
I understand that.
to it. And I'm going to I thought about
What
it.
if we had a get together thing where we?
Yeah, we talked about it on the 19th, right?
Or no, I'm talking about a get together thing like you know how they do like the combine. Where you drink the beers and do the
I
bat
would be
spins.
fine with that, but
You do the bat spin. You got to fucking run your 40-yard dash.
oh god, I mean, I would be down for it, but I think a lot of guys are just a little too old for it.
Yeah, maybe.
I'd be down for it
It's
because
fun
I'm
though,
still
right?
good, dude.
I am too. I'm
still
in great
good.
shape,
I'm still good. I'm still in good shape. At least okay shape. I'm not
Yeah,
good
I'm in
shape.
good enough shape to run a 40-yard dash faster than everybody in that league.
Yeah. I think you would beat me in the 40-yard dash, but I think
I'm fast right now.
I'd be in the top.
My legs are strong, dude. My legs are real strong.
Nice. We talked about getting together to throw the football.
Yeah,
soon.
it's
I would love to.
the football, yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Throw
it
the
is.
football
Yeah.
around, yeah.
What you call it? You call it get together to throw football?
Throw a football.
Throw a football.
The football. There's only one.
There's only one.
Okay, it's ours.
Yeah.
We own this.
Yeah,
bitch.
it's my football. No one else can have
That's
it.
right. Yes.
Dude, yeah, going back to your wedding, dude, I had a great time. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, me and Chris had a fucking
Oh, Chris Harris,
phenomenal
shout out.
to Chris. You know, we got to bring him up twice.
Oh, hell yeah. We bring them
Yeah, it was good to see him because it was so funny because, there was nobody out there and we was like, dude, let's just fucking. I had a couple beers. I was like, at first I was like, let me you got to get those couple beers. You can't dance sober. It's not dancing sober is like, what are you, a maniac?
What is this, prom?
What is this? Yeah.
Oh, wait. I wasn't sober there either.
Yo, what is this prom?
We went sober at prom. What the fuck did that?
Right.
I mean, what?
Oh yeah, I was so sober.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sober.
Yeah. But yeah, it was fun because I remember just like going out there and fucking getting loose and drop. I text Chris the next day.
To cut a rug.
Yeah. Shout out to Jeff Pilgrim.
Hey, his episode's coming up.
It is. I need to reach out to him. Have you reached out to him yet?
I have not. I will.
Okay. Cool.
I'll do it right now.
Yeah. Me and Chris like, do you want to go out there and fucking get nasty on that dance floor? Oh, let's fucking do it. By the end of it, we was fucking sweating, pouring sweat.
Oh yeah.
I remember fucking hugging Chris and just like our shirts sticking together from the sweat. And I remember Jacob coming up going, "Dang, did you guys practice that?" It's like, what?
Nah, dude, we're just idiots.
Dude, just suck. Yeah, we're just idiots.
Yeah.
We're just shameless.
I walked out. We finally got done taking pictures. It was like an hour and a half of us taking pictures because we walked all the way down to the other side of the fucking shore.
Yeah, everybody was starting to wonder where you went.
It was like,
you went.
they were all fucking.
Dude, I was like telling everybody, I was like, yeah, they probably fucking snuck off somewhere.
Yeah. And so we come back.
Oh, you missed the
finally
fucking
we
dance.
back.
Me and Chris, you missed it.
We finally get back, and I go into the dance floor. I'm like, all right, y'all motherfuckers ready to party now? And everybody's like, we run out of the dance floor, and I look at Chris, and I fucking lasso him on the dance floor. And that's how we started off. He's like,
That's IDs.
and we get out on the dance floor, and everybody started going crazy.
Missed it, man. It was me and Chris just fucking dancing together. Got crazy. Dad was like, Dad come over right after. He goes, dude, I didn't expect that.
Yeah, right?
And then what was it? Danny's fucking mom was like, oh, you and Chris is so good.
Oh, yeah, she funny.
Yeah,
Didn't you dress up for Halloween?
I did. I was the Jesus.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
I didn't see a picture.
They didn't. You know me, I'm not a picture guy. There was just nobody took pictures.
What the fuck? Someone took pictures. I saw pictures from
Betsy did, but I don't think I was in any of them.
How the fuck did that
I was
happen?
probably fucking on my
Was
shenanigans
it good?
shit. I was. People loved it.
Okay.
I had the hairnet all the way back, the fucking jumpsuit
wow.
with the bowling glove
I'm kind
and
of
the
upset.
fucking bowling like.
I didn't get to see it.
Yeah, I had like but Daddy had a bowling ball for me, so I like had it in the thing, and I was like,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It was so great, dude.
I know Heather loved that shit.
She loved it. Yeah, she dressed up as Walter. She had the glasses and the the.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I had to
Hell
say,
yeah.
Danny shaved his face for the. He had the goatee.
Oh, no
and he
shit.
came up to the car as soon as I pulled up because I had to
Kinda
work.
creepy,
and
didn't he?
I got there late and I was like, "Damn, that's like a goatee for the dude. Like, he looks like the fucking dude."
Was that who was
He had the robe. Yeah, he was the dude. He had, he had a wig, like a long wig, and like the robe, and like he had like the glasses and like a goatee. I was like,
good.
I was like, damn, that's a fucking good goatee. And I went, and then I saw him again. I was like, oh, he shaved his fucking beard into a goatee. It just didn't click for some reason. I don't know why.
He was the dude. Damn.
He was the dude, yeah. And Ducky was Donnie, Steve Buscemi's character.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It was really, really cool, man. We had a blast over there at the Jello
That
Shots.
would've been fun in New Orleans like that.
Oh, it would have been great.
Run that one back.
Yeah.
Turn that
I'm
back.
keeping the costume. I still got the Baseball Furies costume.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That was one. That was
yeah.
probably my favorite one I dressed.
That was a
up
good
as.
one.
Yeah,
That was a good one.
it was very like niche,
When
not
you do it?
not
When you
niche,
go
but
out
like cult classic style.
Yeah, for sure. Everybody knows.
It's like who
Everybody
knows, whoever knows, they love it
Yeah.
because if you've seen it,
We
love
saw
it.
the whole fucking Warriors out there. Remember that?
Yeah. Me and Danny, we bought Everclear Jello shots. This guy was trying to sell them to him for like $4 a piece. I said, dude. We were all tore up. I said, dude, it's Everclear Jello shots. I was like, he'll buy them for $1 a piece. He goes, okay, $20. And Danny bought them all. And then I was like, dude, we got to find like the Warriors. So me and Danny did like, I think Heather was going looking for you because you was fucked up.
And I
was
came
like,
back and I did 4 Jello shots.
Yes, you finally met up with us.
And I did 4
And
Jello
dude,
shots.
and then, like, it was like-
I was 16, dude. What the fuck? I was lost. Y'all had to find me to do Jello shots, and I show up. Hey, shots!
Wild.
What the fuck,
time.
dude?
It was such a great time, though.
And the best part is, me now could outdrink that guy easy.
I'll drink that guy, but it would take a lot of work from me.
I don't think it would take a lot of work for me to outdrink my 16-year-old self.
No, I don't think it would.
Maybe my 18-year-old self though. That motherfucker can drink.
Probably
dude.
your 20, 21-year-old self.
My 19, 18.
You started getting that beer belly for a little bit.
I mean, I still got it a little bit.
Yeah, but that's because you drink beer. I mean, that's
Dude,
never going to go away.
My fucking 19, 20-year-old self. 20, 21. Yeah, I could drink like a motherfucker, dude.
Yeah, me 21, it was the peak. 22, 21.
I don't know, dude. Like 2 years ago, last year, when we was on
I
the
was
podcast,
still going. I was still fucking going.
When we was doing the podcast, you could drink like a motherfucker, too.
Oh, I know. And that's why I was like, dude,
We were drinking like 14 IPAs in a day.
I might need to go get that liver checked
Taking
out.
shots. Everything was good there?
I might need to. Yeah, we're good. We're liver enzymes, all that shit. I went to the doctor.
Let's do it again.
I ain't as good as I once
Let's do it
was.
again. I got 15 Blue Moons at the house.
Oh man, I am in a drinking mood today. I'm not gonna lie.
Me too. I wasn't really because I've been a little sick, but this is like the best I felt.
Yeah, there's a lot of sickness going on right now. I don't know if
Down with
somebody at your
sickness.
wedding had the fucking.
I think so.
Somebody at your wedding was down with the
Someone
sickness.
had the
I think.
vid.
Someone had the vid.
Someone had the vid.
I think you might be right. Yeah,
It's been a good podcast, man.
it's always a good podcast.
Yeah, hour and 36 minutes. Nothing crazy, but hey, it's just the two of us. We can make it if we try.
Cheers.
Cheers, man. It's been fun, dude.
It's always
Don't
fun.
forget 10:30 to about 12 every Sunday we go live.
The fantasy under-overs.
Yeah.
We're gonna let you know the upsets. If I don't get it, if I don't get it, Bryant's gonna get it. If Bryant doesn't get it, I'm gonna get it. So
The ones we agree on, I think if I had to guess, we're hitting right at 60%.
which is what you want. I mean, if you're gonna bet a consistent $10, $20, $100, $1,000 on every single bet,
you're gonna make money.
you're gonna
if you
make
listen to
money
us.
long term. I think by listening to us, because we're gonna hit you with them hard facts.
Yeah, and it's not just like, hey, we think this is the over, and that's it. We talk
Yeah,
about
we're
why. We talk
yes.
about who's injured, who's playing. We talk about home field advantage. We talk about momentum. We talk about bye weeks. We talk about coaching changes. We talk about every little aspect you need to know about going into your game.
And not only that, down
That's
to
what's gonna
like the
happen.
Kyle Shanahan scheme, like we just talked
Yeah.
about earlier. I mean, we go in depth with some of this stuff, and sometimes it runs a little longer than I thought. Sometimes it runs longer than a little shorter than I thought. But most
Right.
of the time, I feel like we really provide a lot of depth, and we really we've been hitting a lot. I mean, we've caught a lot of upsets between the two of
I'm gonna
us.
promise you right now, we're hitting over 50%. I would say it's close to 66.
Yeah, and in survival, if we would have hit week 3.
3, we'd still be going. We missed the Bills week against the Patriots. We would have missed that one.
Yeah.
We would have missed that one.
Yeah.
Which I think we did call for Seattle against the Panthers that week.
I
too.
called for that one, yeah.
I think that was our other one. So,
Yeah.
or the Dolphins against somebody else. We called for that one. So.
Yeah, it was 3 we
we
called
had
for.
pivots, yeah.
I think we settled for Bills over the Patriots.
Yeah, that's what I would have.
But I did kind of
finally
lean.
would have actually lost.
I did lean a little bit towards Seattle and Carolina.
And then this past week, I said to go for some risky stuff. We talked about the Falcons over the Titans. The Titans ended up winning that. And then there was the tight game that actually we would have gotten if we would have picked. But we're pretty close. We're on our money.
Yeah, we're hitting, and it'll be good to see you next week, man.
Yeah, talking about some DFS lineups too. So
Yeah. Please join in. I can't wait. I'm excited.
that's fun, dude.
Um,
Seeing growth. 121 subscribers. Y'all could be the 122nd.
please
Just
do.
subscribe right
Please
now.
do. Yeah.
Leave a
We
like.
love you. Yeah. And comment in the comment section if you are that guy.
Yeah, foot fetishes.
Yeah. I forgot that's where we started,
That was
dude.
foot fetish.
We opened up with like the shit we probably should have ended with, but I
Nah,
love it.
I
I love
it,
doing that shit,
Cheers once again.
Cheers,
man.
dude. It's been so much
good.
fun.
Hell yeah.
Well, please tune in next week. Like and subscribe. Hit us up on Instagram, Facebook. We're here. We're here for it.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
We'll
Smooth jazz.
We'll see you next
See
week.
y'all.